And a pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you back to Montgomery ISD Stadium for a highly anticipated matchup tonight. It's the Huntsville Hornets taking on the Lake Creek Lions here tonight in Montgomery, Texas. We welcome you to the Charlie's Used Cars pregame show, live from the Frank's Taco Station bleachers. I'm Carlos Zimmermann. With me is the former Hornet and Bearcat quarterback Brian Adams, Houston Hardcastle, third member of our crew down on the sidelines for us tonight. We'll talk to him here in just a little while. Getting ready for this matchup tonight. Brian, a lot at stake in this ball game. For the Hornets, a win tonight officially clinches them a spot in the postseason, which has been a highly anticipated run for the Hornets so far after winning their last two games since dropping that one to P&G. For Lake Creek, backs against the wall for the Lions tonight. A loss eliminates them from the postseason. They were picked second in Dave Campbell's Texas Football's preseason poll for this district, and that is something that has just been absolutely shocking. And that's the kind of game we're going to have tonight. Two teams that are really fighting for something big. One's trying to keep their season alive for the postseason. Hornets trying to lock their spot. Good to be here with you. It's going to be a good one tonight.
Yeah, hey, Carlos, great to see you tonight. Great to be here in Montgomery for this ball game. This is a huge ball game for both teams tonight, really. You talk about Huntsville being 5-2, trying to lock in that spot for the playoffs tonight, whereas Lake Creek, on the other hand, is playing for survival, really and truly trying to stay alive in the hunt. But man alive, what a beautiful night for football. It is going to be a wild game here this evening.
You look back to last week, back at Huntsville ISD Stadium. It was a 49-0 whopping that the Hornets laid on Dayton last week. Brian, what do you remember from last week? The Hornets just really clicked on all cylinders, gave the Hornets an opportunity to get some of the younger guys into the ball game and some of the older guys that don't get a whole lot of playing time. That's the kind of game that they had a week ago, just an all-out lockdown win against Dayton.
Yeah, you know what? It was a total team effort. All aspects of the game for the Hornets played very good football. You're talking offense with Austin Taylor and company doing what they do best, and he had a really good ball game. And, of course, the running game, we know about the running backs and how good they are. And the special teams, like with Caleb Kulak, kicking field goals and drilling extra points like he does, they played exceptional football throughout the night. The defense was dominant. And, again, I think the defense is going to be dominant here this evening.
Absolutely they will be. This is a team that the Hornets, they have circled on their calendar every single season. They've been district mates for, it seems like, an eternity for the last few years of being both in 5A Division II. Last year when they played Lake Creek here, Brian, obviously it turned into a game that the Hornets would love to forget. They led 20-3 when they closed in on the fourth quarter, and Lake Creek ended up winning that game 23-20. Just a heartbreaking loss for the Hornets last time they were here. But the last time they were in this stadium, they took down a Montgomery team that was undefeated, so they know how to play when it comes to big-time football.
Yeah, you're right. You know what? And what's very encouraging when you watch the Hornets play is as the game progresses, they get better, and they're closing it out. You know, like last year you just mentioned, we were here. I'll never forget that night. It was an absolutely beautiful night out here. Full moon, I mean, incredible. We had the lead from the beginning, but yet you let Lake Creek stay in the ball game, and ultimately they came back from behind and won. They cannot afford to do that going forward. They've got to put the pressure on. They need to score early, play that good defense, and keep racking up those points. Don't let these teams come back once you've got them down.
Absolutely. As real quick here, I'll pull up the stats from the last ball game against Dayton. The Hornets had 348 total yards of offense, 149 of that on the ground. 199 of that was from the arm of Austin Taylor, with a little bit of help from Zay Adolph as well. But Austin Taylor really just came into his own. The last few games, Brian, and you can attest to this being a former quarterback, they've had to really rely on the passing game because the ground game has just not quite what it was early on in non-district and in the early part of district play. And I don't know what that's attested to, but really it has been on the arm of Austin Taylor these last couple of games. You look at the last game for the ground game, 149 yards of rushing. Your leading rusher was Zay Adolph with 6 carries and 43 yards. Jacavian Burks was second with 11 carries and 40 yards. And in some ways that's a good thing because you have such an elite running back in Trayshawn Brown leading the way. Maybe give him some time to just be able to sit back, relax, and rest a little bit. Definitely going to see a lot of him tonight, but talking about Austin Taylor, he has definitely been stepping up for this Hornet squad in his senior year.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, night and day compared to his junior season. And you're right. At the beginning of the year, they were running the ball a lot more than they were throwing the ball and having great success at it. Well, as the season's progressed, it's kind of flip-flopped. So now the passing game in Austin Taylor's arm has really kind of taken the forefront, and the running game has kind of come in second. And you got to give your hats off to Jabari Washington. And I look back last week against that Dayton game, that 3-yard touchdown pass, whatever it was. 92. And the run after the catch and the moves he made were, I'm talking college football level type moves. And when you got athletes like that, and Huntsville has a lot of them, man, good things can happen.
I mean, you look back to last week, he had a 75-yard touchdown run, 75-yard touchdown run, where I thought that was worthy of being on SportsCenter's top 10.
Yeah.
So that's such an elite talent to have at receiver, and all the pieces they have around them, they are really setting themselves up for great success down the stretch of this season. So there's also a lot of things that we need to keep our eye on tonight. Throughout the night, you are going to hear updates from Nederland and P&G. That's a big game, too, because now we can start. We're at this point of the year. 2 more games after tonight, we can start talking about playoff scenarios. Again, Huntsville, a win tonight. They clinch a spot in the postseason. They get one of the top 4 seeds. They can't get any worse than 4th with a win tonight. Lake Creek, for them, they need to win tonight to keep their season alive. And if Lake Creek wins tonight, that really means next week's game against Nederland for Huntsville is paramount that they win that ball game. But obviously the focus is winning this one tonight and taking care of your business that you need to take care of here. Now, for Nederland and P&G, my understanding of it is if Nederland beats P&G, that gives Nederland an undefeated district record so far. P&G 1 loss, Huntsville 1 loss in district. If Huntsville goes to Nederland next week and beats them, that means Nederland, P&G, and Huntsville all have 1 loss going to their final game of the season. And if, let's say, everybody wins that last game, each team has 1 loss. So what's the tiebreaker? It's point differential at that point. And right now, as of this moment, Nederland has a slight edge in point differential on Huntsville, so that would give them a district title. So it really depends on how these games finish over the next couple of weeks to determine who's going to be the district champion, who's going to be second, and who is going to be third.
Well, you said it best a while ago. I think the Hornets, they have their fate in their own hands. They're going to come out tonight and next week and the final week, and they're going to play Hornet football and let the chips fall where they may. What I'd like to see have happen, the scenario you just talked about, one would be ideal. But I'd like to see Huntsville get at least a 3rd position, possibly a 2nd position, if not the 1st position. You know what I mean? We've had the 4th position. We've gotten to the quarterfinals a couple of times in the 4th position. I'd like to jump it up, see if we can't take it all away.
I mean, you saw what they did last year with having to go on the road for all their games, and they went all the way to the regional final. So it does not matter what position you are in the postseason. Once you're in the playoffs, it is anybody's football game at that point. So we'll see how this one spills out tonight. We're going to talk all about it throughout the night, as well as keep our eye on the scoreboard elsewhere as well. We'll step aside and take a break here on the Charlie's Used Cars pregame show. Coming up here during the commercial break is Southern Talk. I spoke with head coach Rodney Southern alongside Item Sports editor Colton Foster earlier this week. Got his thoughts on the win over Dayton and a look ahead to this heavyweight bout tonight here in Montgomery. Here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, the Charlie's Used Cars pregame show continues after this.
Tim Rushing here with Charlie's Used Cars. If you have not been by to see the great selection of quality pre-owned vehicles we have in stock, do yourself a favor and come see us at 230 I-45 South in Huntsville. Charlie's Used Cars is a family-owned and operated business serving the auto needs for 50 years with superior customer service. Besides quality vehicles, Charlie's also has a service center where we can help with your auto repair needs and routine service and state inspections. Come by and see us or visit us online at charliesusedcars.com. Charlie's Used Cars, 230 I-45 South in Huntsville. Come see us.
This is Southern Talk with Huntsville head coach Rodney Southern, sponsored by Charlie's Used Cars.
This edition of Southern Talk, brought to you by Charlie's Used Cars, was recorded on Wednesday, October the 23rd, 2024, and was done in conjunction with Huntsville Item Sports editor Colton Foster.
Coach, y'all head to a Lake Creek team that's not going to be playing with their backs against the walls. Just how do you kind of prepare for this one and, knowing that they're going to be playing for everything for their season?
Well, I think the number one thing, obviously, we got to do a good job on their key guys offensively. The quarterback, Byers, the running back, and number 2, the receiver. Or, I think those are their 3 guys. Those are the guys that have made plays all year long. The quarterback is obviously the trigger guy, but we got to take care of them. And then obviously on the other side of the ball, we got to score when we get opportunities. They've struggled defensively. They've given up multiple big plays, so hopefully we can make some of those big plays and then contain their offense as best we can.
Coach, last couple of games, I know the running back room has not been putting up the numbers that they normally have had throughout the season. Just how do you get them re-involved in a ball game of this magnitude?
Well, I think they're a key component, and people after first few games and obviously after the Cedar Park game, people said, okay, we got to get people in the box and we've got to stop their run game. I think the biggest part of that is it's forced us and it's forced our kids to continue to work a little harder in the passing game. And I thought the last 2 or 3 games we've thrown the ball much better, and big thing, we've caught the ball and made plays with our legs after catching it. So you want your running backs involved because your run game sets up so much other stuff. But at the same time, if and Lake Creek tries their best to take away your run game with getting 8 or 9 guys in the box. And if they do that, then you got to make them pay in another area. And if that means throwing the ball, then that's what we've got to do.
You mentioned, the passing game stepping up these last couple of games. What have you seen from them that leads you to, that this game could be a shootout and that y'all come out on top?
Well, hopefully, we don't want to be in a shootout, obviously, and as good as we're playing defensively, you hope you can contain as best you can. But if we did have to do that, we feel much better because I think, all of our receivers, Savion's had his nights. Jabari, obviously, the last couple of weeks has had some really good nights. We got Jarius a little more involved the other night. So, the more balanced we can be, the better. But at the same time, if it becomes that, you feel a little better because I think Austin's playing with a little bit more confidence in terms of not only throwing the ball, but obviously what those guys are doing after they catch the football. So, and Zay and Trayshawn both have great hands, and if we need to get them involved using them in the passing game, then we'll have to do that.
Coach, I will say one thing, the composure of this team is on a different level this year. When you look at that Montgomery game, they didn't panic in the late going, and now you go back to that stadium and what happened with Lake Creek last year is last year. Just talk about that composure and just how they've grown in that front.
Well, I think the biggest part of that is maturity. You look at a guy like Shallow. Shallow's been in some big football games. If you look at the playoffs last year and all the way back to when he was a freshman and having to play against big 6A teams. So they've been kind of, I guess, grown up with it, for lack of a better word. But I think knowing that you can get stops defensively if you do and play technique and do what we're asking you to do, and then having the trust that your offense is going to be able to score points, I think that all that stuff leads to a team that's hopefully confident, number one, but composure is a big thing because you don't panic. And that's easy to say with high school kids because sometimes things happen and you're not prepared for them. But I think we've handled that pretty well, but I think a lot of it is just their physical maturity.
Defensively against Dayton, y'all were able to contain them a lot. How important is that going to be going into this Lake Creek game with that quarterback that can just fling it?
Well, I think it's, there's times where you might need him in the pocket, but, he broke loose against Nederland. He broke loose against Montgomery. He made some plays last year against us. The thing is keeping him stationary and then hopefully obviously getting opportunities to hit him when we've got him stationary. If he gets out of the pocket, he's probably just as dangerous throwing it as he is running. And then, of course, the running back and their receivers have done a good job all year. The running backs still, I think, is one of the toughest kids in our district. I thought we hit him more last year than probably anybody hit him, and he kept coming back. So, but the key is keeping this quarterback in the pocket and getting hits on him.
Lake Creek's defense, just on film, it just opens opportunities to just score on any given play. Just kind of a look into that for your offense going up against that line D?
Well, the big thing, we've told them to be patient. The running game, there's going to be times where they're going to have enough bodies that they're going to fill the gaps and they're going to make plays. And then there's times where they put their head or they get in the wrong gap, and it's going to create an opportunity for us not only to break the line of scrimmage, but hopefully to, at that point, to make some big plays. I think they're committed to what they're doing. The question will be, number 0 has been out a few weeks. We don't know what's wrong with him. If he plays, I think he's their best defensive player. I think that changes the dynamic a little bit. We're practicing as if he's obviously going to be there Friday night. But, again, we've got to be patient. But we've also, when we do the other parts of our offense, especially if we're throwing the ball, we got to catch it and make plays.
And then last thing, Coach, just put it all together, get a big win, not only knock out Lake Creek from postseason contention, but set yourself up for great success in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, obviously this is a big game, and there's a big game happening, I think, in Nederland or in P&G. They're playing each other, so our next 2 opponents are obviously big games for us because it's going to hopefully lay out the direction that everybody's going to end up going in terms of the playoffs. And, and we want to be in the discussion, but we also want to be in position to potentially try to get a home playoff game, and that's what everybody's shooting for. But, we've got to do our part, and we've got to be able to contain these guys because, like you said earlier, their backs against the wall. They've had some unfortunate things happen to them, and they're battling, and we've got to be able to match that.
This has been Southern Talk with head coach Rodney Southern. Brought to you by Charlie's Used Cars. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports.
Tim Rushing here with Charlie's Used Cars. If you have not been by to see the great selection of quality pre-owned vehicles we have in stock, do yourself a favor and come see us at 230 I-45 South in Huntsville. Charlie's Used Cars is a family-owned and operated business serving the auto needs for 50 years with superior customer service. Besides quality vehicles, Charlie's also has a service center where we can help with your auto repair needs and routine service and state inspections. Come by and see us or visit us online at charliesusedcars.com. Charlie's Used Cars, 230 I-45 South in Huntsville. Come see us.
What's up, y'all? I'm varsity running back Trayshawn Brown, and you're listening to Huntsville Hornet football on 101.7 KSAM. Sting 'em, Hornets.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports, here on the KSAM YouTube channel and on the FM airwaves on 101.7 KSAM as we welcome you back here into the Charlie's Used Cars pregame show. Just spoke with head coach Rodney Southern in Southern Talk. And now it's time for our Sideline Pass segment where we bring in our third member of our crew, the Sideline Reporter Extraordinaire. I give you that title now because Luke's no longer here. And he's not here to defend himself either. So Houston Hardcastle will welcome you here into the broadcast. Houston, H-Town, should be a good one tonight here for the Hornets against Lake Creek. Like we talked about, Lake Creek's backs are against the wall in this ball game, needing a win to extend their playoff hopes. For Huntsville, win and you clinch a playoff spot. So lots to think about, but obviously the fact of the matter at hand is here, it's a big football game for either side. Your thoughts on it?
Yeah, no doubt about it. You're playing a team that's backed against the wall. It's kind of like putting a possum in a corner. When you put an animal in a corner, that's when they're at their most dangerous. So you got to watch out for this Lake Creek team. Like you talked about, they're fighting to keep their season alive right now. Huntsville's just playing to clinch, but Lake Creek is essentially playing to stay alive. So you got to watch out for them. You got to play your brand of football, come out of here in Montgomery with a win.
We talked about Austin Taylor being a big factor in the last 2 ball games for the Hornets against Montgomery and against Dayton, but now this is an opportunity for the running back room to really break back out. What do you think they need to do offensively, do the Hornets, to be able to stifle a Lake Creek team that really does boast a good defense?
Yeah, no doubt about it. You just like we kind of talked about it a little bit last week, getting that running game going. Get those running backs out in open space. Once they get a little bit of open space, man, they make one cut. They're one-cut guys. They upcut the field, get a lot of open space, and they can get to the end zone in a lot of efficient ways. So to get your running game going, you just got to get your blocking schemes down. You got to block well for your running backs, hit that second level, make that one cut, go to the end zone.
And then just looking at the defense for the Hornets, it's always been their bread and butter, swarm to the tackle. I mean, how big is that in a ball game like this? How big is it for them to not get away from what has got them to this point?
Yeah, it's extremely important for them to be able to make those open field tackles. Look, you don't want to give Lake Creek an inch in this game because of how important it is to them. So if you let them break 1-2 tackles, you let them swing momentum in their way. Remember, this is a team that beat you last year. They scored 24 straight unanswered points last year, so you got to get away from that. You can't can't let them get momentum. At any point in this game, you got to put them down, and you got to keep them down, keep your foot on the pedal, come out of here with a win.
And then Houston, a couple more things. I mean, the fans are starting to file in here. We're expecting a good Huntsville crowd to come out to this ball game. The band's here. Obviously, the cheer squad is here. The GGs are here. That's important for a Hornet team to have that good support in a ball game of this magnitude, knowing that someone's season in Lake Creek could come to an end tonight, and the Hornets are the ones that hope they are the ones that benefit from that.
Yeah, and it's great to have a good crowd on hand. If you come out with a win tonight, you clinch another playoff spot, and you potentially go into a top 3 spot in the district. So it's great to have a good crowd out here. You know, it's never easy to win a football game on the road, but having that support behind the team is extremely paramount for them. And I think it'll be a good game tonight, especially with the crowd, you know, still kind of trickling in here tonight. It should be a good one. It should be loud. It should be rowdy. Should be a good one tonight.
And then Houston, just to wrap this segment, your thoughts and keys on how the Hornets come away with a big W tonight to send Lake Creek home.
Yeah, I kind of talked about it before. You can't let them swing the momentum in their favor. You know, this is a team, they're backed into a corner, backs against the wall, lights almost out. So you got to make sure they don't get any sort of plays that go their way. You don't want to give them easy turnovers. You don't want to give them a short field. So you got to take care of the ball. You got to run the ball efficiently. You got to play your offensive game. You know, you've got those big-time receivers, Jabari Washington, Savion Conte with a couple big touchdowns this season. Get them the ball. Get your playmakers the ball. So those are my keys to the game. Just play your brand of football. We talk about it every week. Just play your brand of football. Don't play down. And keep your foot on the gas when you are up.
Amen, brother. Couldn't have said it better myself. H-Town, thank you so much for being with us here once again tonight at your Sideline Pass segment. We'll step aside and take a break here on the Charlie's Used Cars pregame show. We get Brian's keys to the game and much more when we come back on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
La Michoacana Meat Market in Huntsville offers fresh products, marinated meats, and homemade meals. Quality meat, a bakery, and fresh produce, along with full-service groceries with name brands and the La Michoacana brands. Check out their taqueria and a $2 taco all day on Tuesday. Friendly staff and reasonable prices with plenty of parking. 30 years bringing Mexico's best with weekly specials. Open 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. La Michoacana Meat Market in Huntsville, 630 I-45 North, or call 936-439-4580.
Exceeding all expectations for 3 generations. You can call us day or night.
McWilliams Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing provides service you can salute from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week with no overtime fees. Check our current air conditioning and plumbing service offers and schedule online today at callmcwilliams.com. License TLCLA 2150.
All of East Texas knows when your AC goes, we got the best service round by far. We're not comfortable until you are.
TWFG and More Insurance has been proudly serving the Huntsville and Walker County area since 2003. Ranked #1 in Texas as an independently owned insurance provider, our independence affords us the freedom to shop insurance carriers and coverages that best suits our client-specific needs. TWFG offers personal and commercial, life, health, and flood insurance. Call Waylon Moore at 936-293-8121 or drop by 1212 10th Street in Huntsville, Texas. At TWFG and More Insurance, our policy is caring.
Hey Huntsville, it's Cicely with Hartfields. Can you believe it's already time to start planning for the holidays? We are getting fresh shipments of beautiful fall flowers daily and have started planning on holiday parties and events. If you have an upcoming holiday occasion that needs flowers or just a simple just because arrangement, give us a call today. Don't wait. You can always reach us at 295-5448. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram or our website at HuntsvilleHartfieldFlorist.com. If you're in the neighborhood, we'd love for you to stop by the shop at 1525 Sam Houston Avenue. This fall and always, remember Hartfields, personalizing your events since 1957.
Hi folks, Clint Mack here with Wiesner Cadillac in Huntsville. And with football comes winning. And here at Wiesner Cadillac, we have the winning deals you deserve in the inventoried Cadillac 2024 XT5 starting at only $41,965 after rebates. Plus, you get 3.9% for up to 36 months. The Cadillac Lyriq starting at $599 a month for 36 months with only $600 due at signing. For anyone who is currently serving or has in the past, if you have an Escalade and want to upgrade, you get an additional $4,000 off. So hurry to Wiesner Cadillac for the win, or visit us online at wiesnercadillac.com.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. You can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes, right here in Huntsville, can switch you over so you can start saving today. Diana and her team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. Just give her a call. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
KSAM Hornet football is presented by Bill Fick Ford.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Charlie's Used Cars pregame show, getting ready for Huntsville versus Lake Creek tonight on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network and 101.7 KSAM. Here from the Frank's Taco Station bleachers, I'm Carlos Zimmermann. With me is Brian Adams in Houston Hardcastle. Brian, we got Houston's keys to the game. We got Rodney's keys to the game. Now it's time for your expert opinion on this one tonight for the Hornets to come away with a monumental victory to set them on the path to great success in the last two games and into the postseason.
Yeah, hey, Carlos, I tell you, there's several things, in my opinion, I think the Hornets need to do really well tonight in order to get this W. One, they got to get the running game back going again. The last couple of weeks, the running game has kind of fallen off, and I think the O-line, there's a lot of pressure on those guys, one, to sustain their blocks, give the passing game some time to work, but they also got to open up those running lanes. Secondly, they need to get first downs. They've got to continue these drives, move the chains, eat up some clock, and then they've got to put the ball in the end zone. Converting on third down, we talk about that. We talked about that in Miami at the FIU game with Sam Houston. Man, it is so important at every level of football. Win those third down battles. You've got to win those conversions. Offensively, Austin Taylor needs to come out and have a good ball game. His confidence level gets better every game. He comes out tonight, has a good game, the whole team will do well. And defensively, Shiloh Jones, Mike linebacker, stalwart on that defensive that swarm defense Hornets have. He needs a good ball game. If they can do those things, it's going to be a big Hornet win tonight.
Absolutely. We'll step aside and take another break here on the Charlie's Used Cars pregame show. When we come back, we'll take a look at the district standings across 5A Division II, Region 2, District 8, and a look at the high school football scoreboard and take a look around the district and around the region in ball games that are already either happened last night or games that are in action here this evening. A lot of them document when we come back on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Caught the Ford fever? Then head to Bill Fick Ford for the best customer service and best deal on your new Ford. Now's a great time to check out the remaining 2024 Ford F-Series trucks and fuel-efficient Ford SUVs while they last. And if you don't see what you want on the lot, they'll help you build the Ford truck of your dreams and still get a no-bull deal. Stop in today and see for yourself why so many folks buy at Bill Fick Ford. Or visit them online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com.
Every hour, every day, thieves steal dreams. Dreams of safety and security. Dreams of business success. Protect your dreams with Century Security. Century Security provides affordable, custom security solutions for home, church, and business. From powerful cameras with cloud video surveillance to modern burglar alarm systems, Century Security protects your dreams so you can sleep. Don't be the next victim. Call the local Century Security team and keep the thieves away. Visit CenturySecurityCO.com. That's SENTRY SecurityCO.com.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Academy is open and ready to show you how it is the perfect fit for you and your child. Conveniently located across from West Hill Mall at 1157 Veterans Memorial Parkway. Tomorrow's Promise is proud to serve Walker County for over 25 years with high-quality education and childcare. Allow your child to grow with the Montessori method. To learn more about Montessori or tour today, please call us at 936-435-0303. Education you can trust.
They don't build cars like they used to, and they don't repair them like they used to either. Today's vehicles contain advanced lightweight materials and safety features like crumple zones and sensors that help protect your family. Repairing them properly after a collision requires up-to-date training. Amaya's Collision Center at 686 I-45 has it. They're among only 15% of shops to meet the industry's highest training standards as a gold-class business. When you pick a collision repair shop, make the smart choice for your family's safety. Choose gold-class trained repair professionals. Choose Amaya's Collision Center, 686 I-45.
From joyful occasions to the unexpected, First Franklin Financial makes loans for living, offering fixed rates and flexible terms on loans up to $15,000. The next time you're looking for some extra cash to help make ends meet, come see the friendly Franklin folks or visit us at oneffc.com to learn more. All loan terms and APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria and may require collateral. First Franklin Financial Corporation is licensed by the Virginia State Corporation Commission, CFI 215. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee 5656. MMLS number 141654. Not available in North Carolina.
Hometown proud, Hornet strong. KSAM is your hometown radio station.
And we welcome you back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Montgomery ISD Stadium in Montgomery on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Getting ready to wrap up the Charlie's Used Cars pregame show here in just a few moments. Let's look around the standings of 5A Division II, Region 2, District 8. It is two teams at the top, Port Neches Groves and Nederland 4-0 in the district. Montgomery got the win over West Fork last night, 59-6, so they're now 4-1 in the district spot. So by virtue, they currently hold the number 3 spot in the district. Huntsville 4th at 3-1, and then it's a 2-game drop back to Lake Creek. That's why this tonight is such a huge game for Lake Creek. They need to win to keep their season alive. If not, it is Huntsville that will run away with that last spot out of the district. West Fork at 1-4, Dayton and Splendora, they are winless in district play. And then now let us take a look around the region here. In high school football, on the high school football scoreboard, like I said, Montgomery defeated West Fork last night 59-6. Splendora will meet Dayton, so there will be one less winless team in the district play after tonight. And then the big one we're going to have our eye on, Nederland and Port Neches Groves at the reservation. 7 o'clock kickoff just like we are. I have a direct line of contact with someone over there, and they are going to be giving me score updates ad nauseum. So we'll keep you up to date on those ball games throughout the night. Around the region, New Woodville is taking on New Waverly tonight at Bulldog Stadium. Kuntz meets Anderson Shiro at 7 o'clock. Madisonville is hosting Sealy at Mustang Stadium at 7:30. Cold Spring Oakhurst is in Buna tonight at 7:30. Livingston is hosting Huffman Hargrave at 7:30 as well. And that'll do it for the Charlie's Used Cars pregame show. When we come back in a moment, we will have the Walker County Federal Credit Union countdown to kickoff. We will reset things for you tonight. Once again, let you know what's at stake tonight for all of these teams in Huntsville and Lake Creek, as well as look at your starting lineups and your game time weather forecast when we come back on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Nelson Amaya's Collision has been proudly serving Walker County since 1999. Within walking distance from Sam Houston State University, they pride themselves in offering their services to you for your students to get their vehicle back to pre-loss condition and back on the road. Come see Nelson Amaya's Collision off Sycamore Avenue for all your automotive paint and body needs. That's Nelson Amaya's Collision, a proud supporter of Hornet football. Call them at 936-439-4545. Want to learn martial arts? Silverback Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is for kids, teens, and adults. Walk-ins are welcome and are there to teach you valuable skills. A family-friendly environment with a total body workout and a fun source of cardio as well. Silverback Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu offers state, city, and county employee discounts. Located at 1522 Sam Houston Avenue. Check them out on Facebook at Silverback Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Huntsville, member of the Carlson Gracie Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu team.
Proud supporter of Huntsville High School, Danny Doherty State Farm in Huntsville covers all your business, auto, home, life, and renter's insurance needs. Call or stop by the office and get a quote today. They will find the right policy to fit your needs. Call Danny Doherty State Farm Insurance at 936-295-2067. That's 936-295-2067. Or visit them at 2914 Montgomery Road in Huntsville.
Where there's a will, there's a way, as the saying goes. But where there's no will, there's absolutely no way your last wishes will be known. You need to get serious about your estate and call Sam Moak at Moak & Moak to get your estate, will, and other documents updated now. Without a will and proper estate plan, the government decides with probate. You've put it off long enough. Sam A. Moak's practice is focused on estate planning, probate, elder law, real estate, and transactional law. Practical wisdom, trusted advice, and personal service. Moak & Moak, attorneys at law.
This is the KSAM Countdown to Kickoff, sponsored by Walker County Federal Credit Union.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. Here into the Walker County Federal Credit Union countdown to kickoff we go. Getting ready for this heavyweight bout out of District 8, 5A Division II, Region 2. It's the Huntsville Hornets taking on the Montgomery Bears here this evening at the Lake Creek Lions here at Montgomery ISD Stadium. Should be a good one. It's the Pride of Huntsville versus the Pride of Montgomery. Sorry. He threw me off my game, Brian. Reagan Cooksey is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. He just wanted to make sure his presence was known. We love him, though. It's going to be a good one tonight here, Brian. I mean, you can't ask for a much better game than this. Huntsville trying to clinch a playoff spot. Lake Creek trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. This is a kind of ball game that really does a game that belongs in the postseason when you think about it. But it's been shocking what has happened with Lake Creek this year. They are on a losing skid of 3 ball games over the last four games. They've lost 3 of their last 4. Lost to P&G in overtime, 62-56, and we thought, like, man, that is something. And then they play Montgomery here. And I get that's a rivalry game and whatnot, but they lose 46-14 to the Bears, and then Huntsville turns around the next week and beats them 33-18. So you're thinking like, okay, maybe we have there's a good solid chance they beat Lake Creek. And then last week, Nederland strutted their stuff against Lake Creek, 43-35. And I know Lake Creek has some injuries on their side, but going into the season, you thought it's P&G, Lake Creek, and then Huntsville on paper, and then Montgomery probably getting that 4th spot. But now the script is completely flipped. Montgomery had a great start to their year. Nederland is turning some heads, and that means a huge game next week on the road. But now you're facing a Lake Creek team that's going to be juiced up because they know their season's on the line. It's going to be a heck of a ball game.
You know, Carlos, that's what, in my opinion, makes high school football one of the best sports ever created. You know, it's so many things can happen week in and week out. You're right, man. This game tonight there's so many things counting on this ball game, you know, like you just said it. Lake Creek's trying to hang in there. And again, they were picked to do very well this season. You know, injuries happen, things happen, and they are on a three-game losing streak, and they certainly want to end that tonight against Huntsville. Of course, the Hornets, on the other hand, 5-2. They want a number 1 seed. They want to win out, and they're going to do what they have to do to keep the pedal down and go ahead and just put Lake Creek out of their misery.
Absolutely. It's time to take a look here at your game time weather forecast brought to you by Walker County Federal Credit Union. And, man, this could not be just picture-perfect weather that we've had the last few days. It's been a little warm, and we're towards the end of October, so you're thinking, nah, it's not really fall weather. But we're going to get it throughout the night here. It's currently 82 degrees here in Montgomery. It feels like that as well. We got a wind coming out of the south-southeast. I checked it earlier. It was 5 miles an hour. It's now gained to 10 miles an hour coming out of the south-southeast. So not much blowing on the goalposts right now, so I don't think Caleb Kulak and company will have to worry about too much when it comes to that. Humidity's making it feel just a little bit cooler, and the temperatures throughout the night will drop down into the mid to low 70s before we say goodbye here. And looking over the next few days, Brian, it is going to be absolutely perfect weather back home in Huntsville. We do have some rain chances coming in on the back end of the week, so we'll keep an eye on that when we go to Nederland next week. But, man, it is picture-perfect night for some football. A little bit of cloud cover, but absolutely Chamber of Commerce evening here at Montgomery.
Yeah, it is. You know, you think about the field conditions, for example, on a beautiful night like tonight. It is dry. The wind is not going to be a factor that much, and it is just an absolute beautiful night for Friday night football.
And it's perfect that it's dry, because you remember when we were in Miami on Tuesday with Sam Houston, we were not expecting rain at all in that area, but on the tip of Florida, rain's going to pop out of nowhere, and it rained about a half hour to an hour before the game got going, and I think that's why it played havoc with both Sam Houston and FIU, because of just the field conditions down on the field. The ball was wet, so you think you have a dry conditions tonight, that's not going to be a factor. If that ball hits the turf, it is on the players at the end of the day. That is what is on the table here tonight. All right, we'll step aside and take a break. We'll dive into the starting lineups when we come back on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Hi, I'm Karen Denman with Walker County Federal Credit Union, and it's time for Texans to enjoy the great outdoors. If you're in the market for a new or used RV or ATV, call or come by Walker County Federal Credit Union and find out how you can hit the open road. We have low rates, refinancing available, and you can even apply online.
And we welcome you back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports on 101.7 KSAM, the KSAM mobile app, and the KSAM YouTube channel. As both teams are starting to file out of the locker room, the Hornets will be coming out along with the Lake Creek Lions here tonight. This is senior night for Lake Creek, so they're even playing with more juice. This is the final home game for Lake Creek. for their seniors to show their stuff, and it's going to be an interesting ball game tonight for Lake Creek. Some names that we're going to keep an eye on for the Lake Creek Lions. Of course, at quarterback, their senior, we've seen him the last couple of years in Eli Marcos. He'll be one to watch for. Reed Newkirk in that receiving core. He was a breakout guy for them last year as a sophomore, as well as just a host of others that are going to try and wreak havoc on the Huntsville Hornets here this evening. Brian, I want to go through some of these personnel with you for the Huntsville Hornets. Obviously, it starts on the offensive side of the ball. Austin Taylor at quarterback, Trayshawn Brown and Zay Adolph handling the running back duties, with Zay Adolph getting mixed into the quarterback. And then, of course, those receivers, Savion Conte, Jabari Washington, Hunter Lorenz, along with Josh Stanley. It is paramount that those guys have an excellent game tonight, because it's going to be the offense that really drives this thing early on.
Yeah, you know what? I think tonight is very important, the O-line. Focus on the O-line having a great night. If those guys have a great night, well, then the running game will open up. The passing game will do very well. And again, it is important they open running lanes. You got to get a well-balanced offense to do really well as the season progresses. You know, right now, in the beginning, they were run heavy. Then they were pass heavy. If they combine those two together, nobody will stop this team.
So you look at guys on that offensive line. You got guys like the center, Lasalio Bubba Moreno. You have Caleb Williams, that blindside blocker at left tackle. A huge frame that's going to have to protect Austin Taylor here tonight. You got a host of others. Seth Johnson, along with Caleb Cruz. His brother Eli was the one Caleb was the one that went down with an injury. It is Eli that's going to get the start on the offensive line. They're twins. Forgive me for that. You also have Trey Williams, who was on the coaches show on Monday night with Ken Holland and Brian Reeder. Again, shout out to those guys for filling in for us on Monday night.
Great job.
Trey Williams at right tackle. Really that front side rusher that he's going to have to keep an eye on here this evening. And now on the defensive side for the Hornets, it's those guys up front. Guys like Jaden Bradford, Fred Oladelli, who was also on the coaches show, Zach Moss, along with Tyler Smith, the edge rushers. It is paramount they get pressure on Lake Creek early and fast.
Absolutely it is, and that's paramount in any football game. That defense put pressure on the quarterback. You'll have him kind of scrambling around, but then, you know, kind of the flip side of that is once you have a quarterback scrambling around, those DBs, that makes their jobs that much tougher. They've got to stay with those wideouts. Don't let those guys get behind them. Keep those big plays out of it tonight. And, yeah, Carlos, like you just said, man, if they can do those things, man, it's going to be a fun night.
And then on linebacker core, you get McCorrick Norman back fully healthy. You have Shiloh Jones in your back pocket. Sam Cleveland along with Jabari Washington, the defensive Jabari Washington. So that's going to be interesting to look at that linebacker core and that young core of corners. Trey Scott along with Trey Scott and Brent Carroll, and then, of course, the two deep safeties, Peyton Pryor and Braylon Phelps. They have been transformative on that defensive side of the ball, moving from the offense to the defense, and they have changed that defense for the better. It is going to be an incredible night to see how that secondary performs against the arm of Eli Marcos as well as his legs.
Yeah, you know, you think about the talent level that Rodney Southern has had in his tenure here. It has been incredible. Some of the the playoff progress the Hornets have made in the last couple of years have been phenomenal. You know what? And they've got a saying this year, why not us, right? Why not us? They are ready. They are fired up, and it is going to be fun tonight.
Absolutely, it will be. That's your starting lineups brought to you by Walker County Federal Credit Union. And a couple more storylines before we get underway here tonight. Huntsville has won the toss for this ball game tonight. They will be kicking towards the locker room, so to our left, so right to left across your radio dial, so it will be Lake Creek that has the ball first to start this ball game. Obviously, Brian, I know you're on the board of getting the ball first, but you're going to put the arm of this game on your defense right out of the gate.
You know what? Everybody's likes, one way or the other, right? I like to get the ball first, put the pressure on the other team. However, getting that ball in starting the second half is huge, man, because that is a brand new half of football coming up. You get the ball first. It's up to you. But again, the season, tonight's ball game is in the Hornets' hands. They come out and they play aggressive football like they've been doing, because this defense, man, they will cut you in half. That's what I love about this team. They are aggressive, they love it, and it's going to be good.
A lot to document throughout this ball game tonight, but we are going to step aside and take a break. That does it for the Walker County Federal Credit Union countdown to kickoff. When we come back, kickoff, Huntsville versus Lake Creek. A massive battle in District 8 5A Division II is next on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. And a pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you here to Montgomery ISD Stadium here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network and presented by Bill Fick Ford. This matchup out of 5A Division II, District 8, Region 2, is the Huntsville Hornets taking on the Montgomery Bears here this evening. As we welcome you here to the Frank's Taco Station bleachers tonight, I'm Carlos Zimmermann. With me is my former Bearcat and Hornet quarterback, Brian Adams, right here with you tonight. Delighted to be here with you, my friend. Is going to be a good one tonight. Lake Creek's backs are against the wall. Huntsville trying to clinch a playoff spot, makings of an elite ball game that we are about to partake in here tonight.
Absolutely, man. Friday night football. What an exciting night we're going to have here with Lake Creek, and it's going to be important. Hornets get off to a fast start. We say that every week, but if they can do that and put the pressure on Lake Creek, it'll be a big night for Huntsville.
Absolutely, it will be. So we'll see how this one pans out tonight, and we're glad to have you with us on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. As, again, Huntsville won the toss. They have deferred to the second half, so they will kick away here to Lake Creek to start this evening's ball game tonight. The Hornets are going to be rocking the white tops with the black numbers, or the rather Hornet green numbers with the Hornet bottoms. Lake Creek is in their home blues tonight with the numbers in gold and the gold face mask and gold logo on that blue helmet as well. Makings of an incredible ball game tonight. Both of these teams going to try and make history of their own making here this evening at Montgomery ISD Stadium. I want to remind you, if you are watching on the video stream, this broadcast is being brought to you in 2K Quad HD with a 4K Ultra HD enhanced presentation. Closed captioning is also available for the hearing impaired. And I do want to let you know as well, ladies and gentlemen, this broadcast is copyrighted for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast without any permission from 101.7 KSAM and Huntsville High School Athletics is strictly prohibited. So again, we got the word that Huntsville has won the toss, but they are deferring to the second half. So it is going to be Lake Creek, Brian, starts off the football in this ball game. The Hornets cannot afford to be complacent here on this opening drive.
No, they cannot. And the Hornet defense is going to get that opportunity to start out first. If they can get some big plays, get the ball back into the offense's hands rather quickly, man, they'll be off to the races.
You look at the captains for the Hornets tonight: Braylon Phelps, Shiloh Jones, Hunter Lorenz, and Jabari Washington, the captains for the Hornets. Lake Creek, they're going to have the ball first to start this evening's ball game. It is going to be a doozy of one tonight that we are expecting in front of a really good crowd tonight. Lake Creek on their senior night, hoping that they can keep their playoff hopes alive. For Huntsville, trying to lock up what we expect to be an electric playoff run for the Huntsville Hornets. Caleb Kulak, he'll get ready to boot this one away to Lake Creek on the Diana K. Barnes State Farm Insurance kickoff. And we are just about ready for some Huntsville Hornet football on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. The Hornets in their white tops again in the green bottoms. They go right to left for Lake Creek. They are rocking color rush tonight. Dark blue on the tops and the bottoms. The numbers are in Lake Creek gold here tonight. Well, this is what we have been waiting for all day long, all week long, for the Hornets to meet Lake Creek. The Hornets trying to get revenge from last year's loss at this very stadium against Lake Creek. And if they can do that, they can topple one of the giants in 5A Division II and don't even let them have a say in this year's 5A Division II playoffs. Caleb Kulak drops back to his position, has the ball teed up at his 40-yard line, throws the arm up. And welcome to Huntsville Hornet football on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Kulak's kick will be taken by Lake Creek at the 9-yard line, up the far sideline, moving left to right. Forced out of bounds around the 23-yard line for Lake Creek is going to be Peyton Trammell, and that is where the Lake Creek offense, led by Eli Marcos, will come out and set up shop around the 23-yard line to start this game.
Well, here we go. The Hornet defense taking the field first, and, man, it's exciting to see McCork Norman back out there. I mean, he is one of the lifebloods of the Hornet defense, and it's great to see him out there again.
So here goes Lake Creek, moving left to right across your radio dial to start this game, and Eli Marcos, who has been a huge part of this Lake Creek offense for the last couple of years, started as a sophomore 2 years ago, much like Huntsville's quarterback in Austin Taylor. Marcos has him lined up in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side on 1st down and 10. He claps and gets the snap, fakes the inside handoff. Pressure coming for the Hornets. Marcos throws over the middle, but well long of his intended target. It's incomplete. Looking for Dakota Clark, the sophomore receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he had Clark doing a deep post route on the near side over there. Just kind of overthrew him. Great coverage there by the Hornets, bringing up 2nd down and 10.
Hornet defense led by defensive coordinator Amori Del Real and flanked by his incredible staff that him and Rodney Southern have put together, trying to get the Hornets where they need to be here tonight. Marcos again in the shotgun with a bunch formation. He gets the snap. Misdirection play here. Hands this one off. Chance Miller running up the far side. He's got space across the 40 to the 45 to the 50. Forced out of bounds by Peyton Pryor. Big time run there for the sophomore receiver, Chance Miller. And it's a big first down for Lake Creek on the doorstep of Huntsville territory. They are in Huntsville territory at the 49.
Yeah, huge second play of the game there by Lake Creek, taking over the left side into Hornet territory on the 49-yard line. 1st and 10, Lake Creek.
11:42 remaining in this Heritage Oak Funeral Home. First quarter of play, no score in Montgomery. Marcos in the shotgun with 3 receivers. Claps gets the snap. Hands this one off to his back, Tyvon Byers. Forced out of bounds around the 47-46-yard line of Lake Creek. Not much on that carry. It is a gain of 3. Sets up 2nd and 7. Byers, an electric running back here for the Lions. Seen him the last couple of years, him playing in his senior year.
Yeah, Marcos hands the ball off to Byers. Byers goes over to the far side, cuts upfield. First down on the carry. Picks up 1 on the carry.
They backed him up.
Yes, they did.
So 2nd and 9 after only a gain of 1. Marcos gets the snap. Blitz on for the Hornets. Shiloh Jones laid the hammer on him. It's incomplete. Trying to get it again to Dakota Clark, but it's in out of his hands, and a big 3rd down and 9 coming up for Lake Creek at the Huntsville 48.
Great play, Shiloh Jones. Hornets have a blitz on. He shoots the gap. He gets into Marcos' face, makes him throw a bad pass. That's good Hornet defense right there.
And if you're just joining us, no score here in Montgomery. Lake Creek versus Huntsville tonight. 11.5 to play in the Heritage Oak Funeral Home. First quarter of play. 3rd down and 9 from the Huntsville 48. Marcos throws and caught and still on his feet. All the way down the far sideline goes Brooks McGee, and he is in for 6 on a missed tackle. 48 yards, and Lake Creek strikes first.
Wow, that's a big play there by Lake Creek. 4th play from the ball game tonight, and they get in for 6.
Just some blown coverage there for the Hornets back in the secondary, a missed tackle. And so it is 6-0, Lake Creek like that. And now 2-point conversion try here for Lake Creek. Marcos gets the pistol snap, and he'll hand it off inside. No, keeps it himself, pitches it on the option, and into the end zone goes Peyton Trammell. And Lake Creek is the one that strikes first tonight. 38 seconds come off the clock, and Lake Creek is up 8-0 as we step aside for 60 seconds on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Back here in Montgomery, 11:22 remaining in the first quarter. Lake Creek with an early jump, 8-0 on the Huntsville Hornets. Carlos Zimmermann alongside Brian Adams and Houston Hardcastle tonight. Line drive kick here for Will Patrick, taken by Braylon Phelps on the far side across the 20 to the 25, and he's ankle tackled around the 28-yard line. Ball popped out at the very end of that run there by Phelps, and I don't see a referee signal just yet, and that last second he says it is Huntsville football.
Boy, that's a close one. I mean, you're talking a kickoff return up to the 28 and ball hitting the ground. Luckily, it was he was down by contact. Nice return there by Phelps.
So after Lake Creek's offense and Eli Marcos is able to jump on Huntsville's defense first, now it's a chance for the green and white offense to make something happen. Austin Taylor, along with Trayshawn Brown, and the triple package of receivers to the near side to start. 1st and 10, moving right to left across your radio dial. Taylor gets the first down snap. It's a quarterback keeper up the middle of the field, makes a move at the 35, and tackled down around the 39-yard line. Near a Hornet first down, and it should be a Huntsville first down. It is a Moke first down for Austin Taylor, gain of 11.
Austin Taylor, dual threat quarterback, can run the football and can throw it right there. He did a quarterback draw up the middle. First down, Hornets are on the move.
Spread formation here, 2 to the right, 1 to the left of Austin Taylor. First down and 10 from the 38-yard line. Taylor gets the shotgun snap. Another run here to the near side with more space across midfield. Austin Taylor ankle tackled at the Lake Creek 45-yard line. It's Austin Taylor starting things off first. He comes a little gimpy after that tackle, but he'll shake that one off. It's another Moke and Moke first down.
Another great run by Austin Taylor up the middle. Picks up another first down. I like the play calling. Draw those linebackers in and go over the top.
Massive gain on the play of 29 yards. Up to the Lake Creek 43. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Receiver-wise for Taylor as he gets the snap. Now handed off Trayshawn Brown, making some nice moves. Tackled around the 40-yard line by the Lions. And that will bring up second down and short for the Hornets. Zylan Peak on the stop. Brian, you talk about Trayshawn Brown being able to try and get him reinvigorated after a couple of slower weeks for him, but this is the kind of ball game you want your all-star running back to break out. 2nd and 7 as Taylor gets the snap. He'll keep it himself again, trying to gain the edge on the far side, but he's going to lose some yardage here on this play. Forced out of bounds by Reed Weisenbaker. It's going to be a loss of about 2 on the play, and now sets up a critical 3rd down and 9 for the Hornets.
Yeah, Austin Taylor's dropping back. It's a run all the way. He's trying to go up the middle. There's just no room to run. Cuts it over to the far side, and Lake Creek did a good job stretching that play out for no gain.
9:51 remaining in the first. 8-0 Lake Creek. Hornets with the football in their territory. 3rd and 9 from the 42. Trips to the near side. Taylor gets the snap. Dropping back the pass. Blitz on. Quick throw over the middle. And sliding catch made. Marcus Lewis. Around the 26-yard line. Touchdown by Cooper Gary. That'll move the chains for a 3rd. Moke and Moke Attorneys at Law. First down. Beautiful catch.
Oh, what a great pass and catch. Marcus, I mean, what a great job he does here at this particular field. As we played Montgomery 2 weeks ago, had a stellar night, off to a good start here tonight.
Chains move once again for the Hornets. First down and 10 to the 28-yard line of Lake Creek, moving right to left. Taylor from the shotgun gets the snap. Another design run to the far sideline, trying to gain the edge, tackled around the 24-yard line. Nice open field tackle made once again. That one actually to Brantley Robbins. Tackle by committee so far for Lake Creek, but it's 2nd and 6.
Austin Taylor again taking it around the right side. Picks up a few yards on the carry. Running game for Austin Taylor tonight is working pretty good so far.
Pretty solid to say the least. 9:02 remaining in the Heritage Oak Funeral Home first quarter. 8-0 Lake Creek. Hornets moving though. Taylor in the shotgun, 3 receivers, gets the snap. Inside handoff, Trayshawn Brown makes a double cast moves, hurdles a man around the 20-yard line. Officially stopped at the 21. Gain of 3, and another big 3rd down conversion coming up for the Hornets.
Absolutely, Carlos, you said it, man. This is a huge 3rd down. We talked about it. This is where you got to win these conversions right here. Continue to drive.
Let's go.
21-yard line here for the Huntsville Hornets. Moving right to left. They need officially the 18-yard line, so 3rd and 3. Trips to the near side, 1 to the far side is Singletary. Taylor gets the snap, fake the run, throw it to Conte. That should be enough for a first down. Forward progress carried him to the line of scrimmage that he needed to reach. Stop made by Cooper Gary, and the chains move again on a Moke and Moke Attorneys and Law first down, and the Hornets are in the Murray Insurance and Financial Services red zone.
The Hornets have a great drive working that. It was a big pass and catch there by the Hornets. Nice play. Austin Taylor to convert on that 3rd down.
8:03 remaining in the first. Lake Creek with the early lead, 8-0 in this big district matchup here in Montgomery. Taylor in the shotgun with 3 receivers, gets the snap. Well, but not before our first flag of the night has come out. This flag brought to you by Lone Star Security and Investigations. It's a false start on the Hornets, and it'll back them up 5.
Well, this is something Huntsville has really got to work on. They have penalties throughout this season that have stopped drives like that. And those false start penalties at this point in time in the season, they shouldn't have them.
You think about it, 2 games remaining after tonight, Nederland and Splendora. At Nederland, home against Splendora to cap the year off. But this is a big one tonight the Hornets need to get. 1st and 15 now from the 23. Taylor gets the snap. Late handoff here to Brown, cuts up a couple of moves, but taken out by the knees around the 21-yard line. Only gain of 2 for the Hornets, and that will set up 2nd and 13 or so.
Well, the Hornets, is the ball on the 21?
I mean, this is tough because the angle that we're at. Yep, 21-yard line is where the Hornets are marked. I have to watch the far sideline, Judge, to make sure that we are lined up correctly. So Second down for the Hornets, 13 to go. Taylor alone in the backfield, trips to the right, 2 down here to the left. Taylor gets the snap. Blitz on with 6 on over the middle, caught by Brown, tackled at the 15-yard line. Tackle made once again for Lake Creek in Baron Linscomb. And that will bring up another massive third down and about 9 to go for the Hornets. Eight to go.
Yeah, this right here is really big for the Hornets. They need to convert right here.
They've already converted twice on third down on this drive, rather 3 times on third down on this drive. 6:42 remaining in the first, 8-0 Lake Creek. Spread formation here for Austin Taylor. 4 up on the line for Lake Creek. They rush with 5. Taylor, quick throw, looking for the end zone. It's over the head of Conte and incomplete. Back in coverage was Rylan Rucker, and Taylor goes down in a heap on the back end of that play. It is 4th down for the Hornets, and Caleb Kulak will come on for a field goal try.
Yeah, nice play there by Nolan Carpenter, linebacker there for Lake Creek, getting into Austin Taylor's face before he was ready to throw the ball, forcing the Hornets out for a field goal opportunity coming up.
15-yard line, so this will be a 32-yard try for Caleb Kulak, right between the hash marks. Got to hit it right down the middle, and the Hornets are on the board. Nelson Amayas Collision Center field goal for Caleb Kulak. Kick on the way, and it is through the uprights and good. 32-yard field goal for Caleb Kulak against the green and white on the board. It is 8-3 Lake Creek with 6:22 remaining in the Heritage Oak Funeral Home first as we step aside on a media timeout here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Seasoned investigators are trained, insured, and certified through the Texas Department of Public Safety. They are relentless in getting you answers. If you've been wronged, hire the right investigators from Lone Star Security and Investigations. Get your questions answered by calling 936-439-6037 or visit LoneStarSecurityTX.com.
And we welcome you back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. Just had the Diana K. Barnes State Farm Insurance kickoff from Caleb Kulak, and a massive return for Lake Creek. They are going to have great field position to start their next drive from their own 45-yard line. Here, make that the 44-yard line, and now it's up to the Hornet D to try and respond. Down 8-3 with 6:14 left in the first.
Yeah, the kickoff coverage team put a lot of pressure on their defense coming up right here. Can't afford to give your opponent starting field position almost at midfield.
Eli Marcos back out there. 3 to the near side, 1 to the far side. First down from the 45. He'll fake the give, throw to the far side, and breaking some tackles on that far side around the 48-yard line is Brooks McGee. It is about a gain of 4. Make that 3. Bring up 2nd and 7 for Lake Creek.
Yeah, Marcos throwing just a kind of a quick 5 to 7 yard out route. McGee right there for the reception. Nice play there, Lake Creek.
Trey Scott on the stop for the Hornets. 5:50 remaining in the first, 8-3 Lake Creek. Receiver in motion as Marcos will keep it himself. Trying to make some moves. He takes it into Hornet territory. Down at the 48-yard line. They need the 46. It's 3rd down and 2 coming up here for Lake Creek.
Hornets need a big stop right here. The front 4 got to get penetration, get into the backfield, make those disruptions.
Zach Moss on the last stop, 3rd down and 2 here for Lake Creek. 5:20 remaining in the Heritage Oak Funeral Home first. Marcos gets the snap, inside handoff Byers, trying to gain some space, forward progress. Should carry him for a first down, and it will, to the 44-yard line of Huntsville, and the chains will keep on moving for Lake Creek.
Nice play by Lake Creek, handoff up the middle. He was patient, let the play develop, picked his hole, picked up the first down.
Tyvon Byers is someone we're going to obviously have our eye on throughout the night, as well as this quarterback, Marcos. First down from the 44. Receiver in motion. Another inside handoff running right is Byers. Met by Brent Carroll around the 38-yard line. Chunk play again for Lake Creek. 2nd and 4 coming up for the Lions, and this is big for the Hornets. They've got to find a way to make some stops on these chunk plays and force them into 2nd and longs and 3rd and longs.
Yeah, they've got to. They can't let Lake Creek keep getting first downs play after play.
4.5 to play in the first, 8-3 Lake Creek. 2nd and 4 from the 38-yard line. Marcos gets the shotgun snap, pressure on for the Hornets, throws into the flat, caught. First catch on the night for Dakota Clark, and he's across the 35-yard line to the 33-yard line, and that'll move the chains for another first down for Lake Creek.
Nice pass there by Marcos over here to the near side. Again, another first down, Lake Creek.
They're moving.
Somebody from the defense really needs to step up, make a big play.
Yes, they do. Trips to the far side, one to the near side here for Lake Creek. Marcos in the shotgun. 4-down lineman for the Hornets as he gets the snap. Delayed handoff, Tyvon Byers. Trying to slip around would-be tacklers. Met at initial contact around the 29-yard line. He takes it to the 26. That is another big gain for Byers. 6 to make it 2nd and 4.
Yeah, Byers, he's a talented running back. You can see him. He's very patient and lets it develop. And as soon as it does, man, he shoots that gap. And, man, he's picking up good yards.
3:52 remaining in the first. 8-3 Lake Creek. Marcos gets the shotgun snap. Keeps it himself here, does Marcos to the near side. Trying to gain the edge. Brent Carroll forces him out shy of the red zone around the 21-yard line, but it is enough once again to move the chains for Lake Creek. Their 4th first down converted, rather 3rd on this drive.
Well, the defense for the Huntsville Hornets, they got to step up here. Anytime you're in the red zone, man, that field just compresses. You don't have a whole lot of running room, a lot of room to run routes. It's important they have a good play here.
Marcos gets the shotgun snap, quarterback draw, running out of space and running out of time. Tackle for loss in the backfield. The Mike linebacker, Shiloh Jones, with a big loss on the play. Finally coming up with a big one on this drive for the Hornet D. That's a huge loss back to the 31.
Yeah, we talked about it before the game started. Shiloh Jones needed to have a good game. That was a huge play right there. Marcos trying to keep it himself. Read it perfectly, dropped him for a huge loss.
Zach Moss also brought some pressure there to bounce Marcos backwards, and Jones came up and cleaned up the rest. 2nd and very long to go for Lake Creek. 3:10 remaining in the first. 18 yards to be exact as Marcos gets the snap. Blitz on from Brent Carroll. Pressure coming, and they got him in the backfield for a Hartfield Flores sack. Brent Carroll and Jarius Singletary with the big-time stop in the backfield. It's 3rd down and New Waverly to go for Lake Creek.
What a great call by Coach Del Real. I mean, he called the all-out blitz. Again, huge play for the Hornet defense, bringing up 3rd and a mile. Good play by the Hornets.
Crowd on their feet here at Montgomery ISD Stadium. 3rd down. Ball is at the 37-yard line of Lake Creek. They need the 11, 26 yards they need to get. And they're out of field goal range, too. 2.5 to play in the first. It's 8-3 Lions. Marcos trying to draw the Hornets off sides. He does. They don't. Marcos looking to pass. Zach Moss bringing the pressure. Flushed out here to his right. Marcos throws deep down the field looking for his intended target. Batted away by Brent Carroll. Incomplete.
What a great play by Brent Carroll. You had Marcos scrambling for his life, throws up a prayer. Carroll is on one-on-one coverage, right on his man, bats the ball away at the last second. Huge play.
Chance Miller, the intended target for Lake Creek, he wanted a flag on that play. Reason why is that Brent Carroll made a play on the football and turned his head. No flag. 4th down and very long to go for Lake Creek. 2:14 remaining in the first, and a big call here for head coach Pat Kennedy.
Oh, my goodness. He doesn't have a lot of respect for the Hornet defense, apparently.
He's going to go for it. Or maybe he doesn't have a whole lot of trust in his kicker. Trying to draw the Hornets off. No one jumps. Marcos feels the pressure, gets away from it, has a man open around the 14-yard line, but he is going to be well short of this 4th down here. Oh my goodness, that's so close.
Man, they've got a spot
at the 13. It's a turnover on downs.
Wow, my man. What a play. You got to take your hat off to Marcos. I mean, he had Hornets all over him, was able to get the pass away, but just comes up about a yard short. Turnover on downs.
Catch was made by Brooks McGee, who had the touchdown earlier. So you can hold your breath there for a second. He needed to get about 24 yards. He got 23.
Oh, man.
So a nice play for Lake Creek, but it falls short. Turnover on downs, 8-3. Lake Creek with the lead, 2:07 left in the first. Hornets have the football backed up at their own 12. The handoff with Trayshawn Brown. Gets some nice moves here to the edge. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Trayshawn Brown trying to take it for a house call. No one's going to catch him. Touchdown, Huntsville. 88 yards and an MRC Creekside score for Trayshawn Brown, and the Hornets are in front.
I think we talked about get that running game going. I think Trayshawn Brown just answered the house call. Oh, man, what a run from the line of scrimmage all the way to the house.
One play, 88 yards, and the Hornets are in front with 1:52 remaining in the Heritage Oak Funeral Home first quarter of play. Now for the Nelson Amias Collision Center point after try from Mr. Caleb Kulak to make this a 10-8 ball game here tonight in Montgomery. Zay Adolph will come on to hold this one for Caleb Kulak as well. Caleb Kulak, oh, they're going to run in here and run a fake here, looks like. Adolph going to try and turn it into 2 points for the Hornets, and he's into the end zone. 2-point conversion for the freshman, Zay Adolph. Hornets pull some trickeration at the very last second. It is 11-8. I'm not kidding. 11-8 with 1:52 left in the first. We'll step aside and take a break here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
This is BJ McMichael, and I am a proud 1993 Hornet graduate and 1998 Bearcat graduate. I am also the Minister of Students and Outreach at University Heights Baptist Church. Here at University Heights, we are connected to Christ and the community. We also offer small groups and activities for every age and stage. Be sure to check us out online at uhbc.net or download our UHBC app in the Apple or Android store today. Sting 'em, Hornets!
This year, when you're doing your seasonal cleaning, take a minute to straighten up your finances too. Hi, this is Krista Bryce with CSCU. First, check your statements for any subscription services like Netflix, Audible, or Amazon Prime. If you're not using the service, cancel and save yourself that cash each month. Next, if you're getting statements in the mail, take time to enroll in electronic statements. They're more secure, easier to access, and they won't stack up on your counter. CSCU. Bank happy, spend smart, live well. Member NCUA.
1:52 remaining in this first quarter of play, live from the Frank's Taco Station bleachers. I'm Carlos Zimmermann, with me, Brian Adams. Go to the third member of our crew, Houston Hardcastle, in just a moment. Caleb Kulak with a line drive, Diana K. Barnes State Farm Insurance kickoff, and unfortunately for him, it is going to go out of bounds around the 15-yard line, so that'll be a penalty, and the ball will move up, or they'll re-kick. I'll bring in Houston here for the first time here tonight. Houston, man, looked a little bit shaky there on that first drive for Huntsville, but now they have responded. 11 unanswered points. That's right, 11 unanswered points. Wacky first quarter for sure.
Yeah, no doubt about it. When we talk about getting those running backs in open space, I'm down here on the sideline. It looked like a couple of the Lake Creek Lions had a good angle on Brown, but, man, you talk about getaway speed. I mean, he just goes straight to the end zone. He gets a little bit of open space. He's dangerous, and he has really flipped the momentum here.
Looks like the Hornets are going to re-kick here. They'll have to kick it now from the 35-yard line, so I think Kulak will defer and kick this one deep to the two that are back deep for the Lake Creek Lions. But what a remarkable quick turnaround for the Hornets here. Down 8-0 after the opening drive. They come away with points on their opening drive, and then they force a massive turnover on downs on Lake Creek, and it only takes one play, and Trayshawn Brown's loose.
Yeah, isn't that amazing? That was such a huge play by the defense. They put enough pressure on Marcos where he had to throw up a prayer. They come a yard shy, turn the ball over on downs. First play from the line of scrimmage, Trayshawn Brown. I mean, his breakaway speed is incredible.
Kulak now with a pooch kick here to the near sideline. Received by Lake Creek at the 25 to the 30. Forced out of bounds by Brent Carroll at the very end of that play. Got an update for you from the Golden Triangle. Port Neches, Groves, and Nederland meeting in Mid-County Madness tonight. It is Nederland up early, 3-0 at the end of the first quarter of play. Man, is that going to be a shootout down in Port Neches, Groves here tonight. Nederland with the early 3-0 tilt.
Yeah, there's lots of eyes watching that ball game too.
11-8 Huntsville, 1:48 remaining in the Heritage Oak Funeral Home first quarter of play. Lake Creek back to work on offense. From their own 37-yard line, moving left to right. Peyton Trammell in motion. Misdirection play. Tyvon Byers trying to gain the edge here. It's going to be for probably a loss on the play. Jaden Tubbs brought the initial pressure for the Huntsville Hornets. Byers going the wrong direction. It is a loss of 2 to bring up 2nd and 12.
What a great play by Tubbs. You think about it. He shot the gap. He was in the backfield, which forced the running back to circle wide, which made the Hornet defense catch up. Loss of down. Man, great play there.
Minute 19 remaining in the Heritage Oak Funeral Home first quarter. 11-8 Huntsville. Marcos gets the snap with time, fires to the far side. It is caught. They're going to say that is a catch at the 48-yard line. That's enough to move the chains. Nice play, Brooks McGee. Once again, making a big-time play. Gain of 11 or 13, rather, and it's a first down.
Yeah, that was a great passing catch. I mean, he's right on the sidelines, and that ball is waiting on him. Can't defend it.
And the problem was Trey Scott also fell down and running backwards, so left him open. First down, handoff Byers. Tries to run this up the gut. Takes it into Hornet territory to the 48-yard line. Gain of 4 on the play. Sets up 2nd and 6 for Lake Creek. Inside a minute to go. Huntsville with an 11-8 lead.
And that's Byers on the carry.
Yeah, Byers takes the ball. And again, if you watch him, as soon as he gets the handoff, he sits there and kind of lets the play develop, and then he makes his move.
Marcos trying to draw the Hornets off sides as they show blitz. 35 seconds left. 11-8 Huntsville here in the first. Marcos gets the snap, fires far side, caught. McGee again with a catch, upended. Around the 43-yard line. They needed the 42. I think he's going to be just short of a first down here, Brian. It'll be 3rd down and 1 coming up for Lake Creek, needing the 42.
Yeah, this is a big down coming up here for both teams. 3rd and 1. You know, they'll go for it. If it's 4th and 1, they're going to go for it. So big defense needs to step up.
They're going to go for it if it's 4th and 26.
Yeah, exactly, man.
5 ticks left. They'll hand this one off. Byers trying to get some space. He's got into the open field here. He's got a first down beyond the 40. Around the 37-yard line, and that will take us to the end of the Heritage Oak Funeral Home first quarter of play. 1 quarter down, 3 more to go here tonight at Montgomery ISD Stadium. Huntsville 11, Lake Creek 8. As we step aside for 60 seconds, the Advantage Specialties second quarter is next on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Going by really fast.
And an app to control devices. Mid-South Fiber's local service is here to keep you connected. Don't miss out. Sign up today at midsouthfiber.com. Bolder, faster, fiber. I'm Jerry Larson at Reliable Auto Parts, your auto parts plus store in Huntsville, Texas. Having great products, excellent quality, and outstanding prices. This is what you can expect from Reliable Parts, where you can purchase all your car care products, maintenance supplies, and auto parts. Our services and in-house store offerings are designed to keep your vehicle and motorized machine in proper working condition. Reliable Parts, your auto parts store, 1011 11th Street, Huntsville, 295-5747.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. Into the Advantage Specialties second quarter we go. First down for Lake Creek from the 37-yard line of Huntsville. Marcos, quick throw, caught by McGee here on the near side to the 30-yard line. Brian, while we have a quick pause, why don't we thank some of our wonderful sponsors who made tonight's broadcast possible.
Absolutely. This season, Huntsville Hornet football is presented by Bill Fig Ford. No bull, just good deals. And AB Squared Self-Storage, your local go-to self-storage facility.
6-yard gain for McGee here on the near side. 2nd and 4. Marcos in the shotgun. Trips to the far side. One to the near side is McGee. Marcos gets the snap. Inside handoff, Tyven Byers. Takes it across the 30, but not much further than that. The Hornet front 4. Able to pile into him.
Yeah, Zach Moss in from his defensive end position, in on the stop, along with Shiloh Jones. Nice hustle and swarm defense there by your Hornets.
Got a lot of folks tuning in on the web stream here tonight. Claudia Tucker, always our first comment. Zach's grandma, thanks for tuning in.
Absolutely.
Teresa D, EJ Simpson, David Angstad,
Hello,
good friend Tony Cherry as well. 3rd down and 4. Marcos, quick throw, incomplete. Threw it into the seam route here on the far side, looking to get into the hands of Peyton Trammell. And that is 4th down and 4. Coming up for Lake Creek, big decision time once again.
Well, we know what they're going to do. They're going to try to draw the Hornets off sides and then run a play.
Another big 4th down. Lake Creek 0 for 1 on 4th downs tonight. Marcos gets the snap, blitz coming, throws, incomplete. No flags, too tall for Dakota Clark. Turnover on downs, and the Hornets get the ball back.
I tell you what, Marcos has a heck of an arm, very live arm, but he's throwing the ball a little too high for his wide receivers And as far as I'm concerned, he can continue to do that.
Quick update again from Nederland. Nederland has just scored a touchdown on P&G. It is 10-0 Nederland in the second quarter.
Wow.
We'll keep our eye on that ball game throughout the ball game for you. They're going to be right there parallel with us, so you'll know on what's going on in that ball game throughout the night. Hornets take over, first down and 10, moving left to right now at their own 30-yard line. Taylor gets the shotgun snap, hands it off with Brown. Took a house call last time. This time only a gain of 1. He was met quickly by Luke Shiflett and kind of got tripped up by his own O-lineman, Trey Williams, as well. 2nd and 9.
Yeah, Trayshawn Brown taking it over here on the near side. Good defense there by Lake Creek. The Hornets are going with the wind here in the second quarter. I expect some long passing game coming up here shortly.
Gain of 1, brings up 2nd and 9 for Austin Taylor in the offense. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. As he gets the low, wide snap, hands it off to Brown, has some space across the 35, trying to stretch that frame forward. He is short of the 40. He's at the 38-yard line, but does make it a manageable 3rd down and 2. 10.5 to play here in the second. Hornets up 11-8.
Yeah, this is a big 3rd down here for the Hornets, and they need to convert right here, get a new fresh set of downs, and continue working their way down the field.
3rd down and 2 for the Hornets. Need the 40 to keep the chains moving. Taylor in the shotgun. Claps gets the snap. Another handoff with Brown. Takes it across the 40 to the 45 to the 50, 45 to the 40, 35 to the 30. Can he outrun the last defender? Yes, he can! 62 yards! And Trayshawn Brown in for pay dirt again. Keep feeding that guy.
Hey, it is the Trayshawn Brown show. I mean, what a run. This dude cuts it back across the grain, and he is off to the races.
Barron Linscomb was the one he had to outrun, which he did. And with 10:02 remaining in this second quarter of play, Huntsville with a 17-8 lead. That's an MRC Creekside 62-yard touchdown for Trayshawn Brown. Nelson Amaya's collision center point after try here from Caleb Kulak's on the way through the uprights. Easily does it. It's 18-8. 10:02 left in the Advantage Specialties second quarter of play as we step aside on a quick timeout on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Screen printing and embroidery on site. Let Advantage Specialties get you ready for your next event with cups, apparel, caps, pins, and everything else you could need. Go to AdvantageSpecialties.com or call our team at 936-291-3222 to start that order now. Sting 'em Hornets!
Huntsville ISD is the best place for children to be. We offer a full-day pre-K center to advanced career and college options, along with a variety of extracurricular activities and award-winning fine arts, band and athletics programs, an excellent child nutrition and bus transportation services, bilingual ESL and GT programs, special education services, and a career and technical education program that provides multiple certification and licensing options for students. Visit huntsville-isd.org. It's a great day to be a Hornet. We're building champions, everyone, every day.
10:02 left to go in this second quarter of play. 18-8, Huntsville with the lead. Diana K. Barnes, State Farm Insurance. Kickoff for Caleb Kulak. Another pooch kick. Near side, taken by Brooks McGee at the 25-yard line. And Brent Carroll, Trey Scott. He makes the stop on him at the 30-yard line. Brian, why don't we thank more of our wonderful sponsors who made tonight's broadcast possible?
We want to thank Charlie's Used Cars. Customer satisfaction is our #1 priority. And Diana K. Barnes, State Farm Insurance, focusing on auto, home, life, farm and ranch, business, pet, and tractor insurance in Huntsville, Texas, and surrounding areas. And Huntsville Independent School District, it's a great day to be a Hornet. We are building champions, everyone, every day.
More folks tuning in on the live stream tonight on the KSAM YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe to the KSAM YouTube channel so you don't miss on anything going on with your Huntsville Hornets. Mark Nose tuning in along with Gloria Tubbs, Natasha Hall, Rosalie Budzinski, Benjamin Davis, Aaron Waller, Chad Webb, our good friend, and Stephanie Zuniga. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Handoff here on first down to Tyven Byers. Shiloh Jones lays the hammer at the last second to get Byers to the ground. A tough run for Byers, but only a gain of 1 for 2nd and 9.
Well, Byers is, again, he's trying to sit there and wait for the play to develop, but Shiloh Jones just came in there and just put a nasty hit on him. Good play there by the Hornet defense.
Seems like all the momentum's on Huntsville's side right now. 18 unanswered for the Hornets. 9.5 to play in the advantage specialty second quarter. 18-8 Hornets. Marcos in the shotgun. 2 receivers to each sideline. He gets the snap, dropping back to pass. 4-man rush, throws, and it's too tall once again for his intended target, Peyton Trammell. Brian, you know, with your quarterback expertise, we talk a lot about Austin Taylor, but I want to talk about Marcos here. He has left the last 3 passes a little too tall. Why does that happen?
You know what? Because he's not stepping into his throws. When you're a quarterback and you're sitting it there and you go to throw, you lean into it. Just like a pitcher on a baseball mound. He leans into that throw to keep it down. Same thing. Also, these short passes he's trying to throw, he needs to have a little bit more touch on them. He is throwing some rockets.
3rd and 9. Hornets bringing the pressure once again. Marcos flushed out to his right. Looks deep down the field and wide open at the 35-yard line of the Hornets is sophomore wide receiver Dakota Clark. Blown coverage for the Hornets, and that will move the chains for Lake Creek.
Well, that's what we talk about. You get the quarterback scrambling around. You DBs, that is a difficult task to stay on your guy. Obviously, they lost him in the shuffle, and that was a huge play, Lake Creek.
They go from the 31 of their own side to the 26, as that's a big gain. Handoff Byers here on first down. Byers tripped up in the backfield. Zach Moss taking him for a big loss on the play. Forward progress gives him the 28-yard line. It's a loss of 2 to bring up 2nd and 12.
What a play by Zach Moss, defensive end for the Hornets, coming in there, fighting through his blocker, hanging on for dear life, bringing Byers down. Good play.
2nd down and long coming up for Lake Creek. 8.5 to play in the second, 18-8 Huntsville. Marcos with a back behind him is Byers. It'll be a misdirection play. McGee taking it on the run, tripped up initially at the 30, forced out of bounds around the 25-yard line, so he's able to turn it into positive yardage, but it will bring up 3rd and about 7 or 8 for the Lake Creek Lions.
Well, the defense for the Hornets really need to step up, put the pressure back on.
Wow. They gave him a lot less than I thought he got. It's 3rd and 10 from the 26.
Definitely a passing down. The secondary for the Hornets need to be alive. They're lined up in a cover 2.
3rd down and 10 from the 26. Shotgun snap, Marcos. He has it. He throws. No, he stays on his feet at the 30-yard line, still trying to get upfield. Tackled down at the 21-yard line. Wow. Charius Singletary was the one that got into the backfield to try and get Marcos down, but he stays up. It is 4th down for Lake Creek after the gain of 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, this Hornet defense is flying around that football and putting hits on Lake Creek like you would not believe.
I think that hit hurt Singletary more than it did Marcos.
They're going for a field goal this time.
They will go for a field goal here. This is at the 22-yard line. 39-yard try for Lake Creek's Will Patrick. Sophomore kicker here. Kick on the way for Patrick, and it's through the uprights, and it is good. So back to a 1-possession game. 7:21 remaining in the advantage specialty second quarter of play. Back and forth we go. The Hornet offense and Trayshawn Brown, the one-man wrecking show, are back to work when we come back on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. You can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes, right here in Huntsville, can switch you over so you can start saving today. Diana and her team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. Just give her a call. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
7:21 remaining in the second quarter of play. It's 18-11. Huntsville with the lead here against the Lake Creek Lions on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. I'm Carlos Zimmermann. With me is Brian Adams. Brian, why don't we thank more of our wonderful sponsors who made tonight's broadcast possible?
Absolutely, and we certainly thank all you sponsors. Hartfield Floors, personalizing your events since 1957, and Lone Star Security and Investigations. When rules are broken, call Lone Star Security and Investigations. Walker County Federal Credit Union, serving Walker County since 1957. Your full-service community credit union, member NCUA.
Here's the Hornet offense back to work. First down and 10 from their own 25-yard line, moving left to right. Taylor in the shotgun. Zay 8 off the back with 3 receivers. Taylor comes set. Claps has the snap, and a handoff to Adolph, his first touch of the night. Stiff arms a man at the 25, stays on his feet. Able to stretch that freshman frame forward down to the 32-yard line. Solid run on the play, gain of 7. I'll bring up second and short.
Yeah, nice run there by Adolph over here on the near side. Takes a shot, bounces off, cuts upfield, picks up nice run on that carry.
Cooper Gary on the stop. 2nd and 3 here for the Hornets. Up 18-11, 6:55 remaining in the second. Austin Taylor from the shotgun. 8 off the back, he gets the snap. It'll be another inside handoff with Adolph, this time running up to the far side. Tried to cut it upfield, but the Hornet front line could not hold up against the Lake Creek front line. Not much on that play, if any, and it's third down.
Big third down coming up right here. They only need a couple of yards to convert. And we talked about that at the beginning, how important converting on third down is to continue this drive.
Adolph took it for 1 there. 3rd down and 2 for the Hornets. 6:22 remaining in the second. 18-11, Huntsville on top. Triple package of receivers here to the near side. Jabari Washington closest to the sideline. Lorenz in the slot. Lewis between them. 8 off the back on 3rd down and 2. Taylor gets the snap, fakes the give on the option, throws. He's got a man open, but he leaves the tight end Singletary too far. Had his defender beat. If he makes that catch, he is going to the house. 4th down.
You know what? That was a great play fake by Austin Taylor. He stuck it in the running back's belly, rode it up, brought those linebackers in, had a wide open receiver, and just a little too much on it. Oh, I'd like for him to have that one back.
Stops the clock with 6:04 remaining in the second. Caleb Kulak on to punt this one away. Wind's blowing a bit left to right because it's blowing in our faces here. So left to right from, which direction am I facing here? I wish I had a compass. Either way. So Kulak will have to manage the wind here just a little bit. Brooks McGee back deep to receive here for Lake Creek.
Kulak needs to get this ball off as soon as he gets it.
Oh, well, play clock has got down to zeros here, so it's going to be a delay of game on Huntsville, so this is going to back the Hornets up 5. Rodney Southern trying to make sure that they make sure the play clock got reset. Now they'll reset again. Inside the 30-yard line, ball backed up to the 28. Now Kulak stands at his own 14. McGee here, he stands near his own 40. Snap away, Kulak grabs it clean. Gets this one off. It's flying up the far sideline, and it will take a nice Hornet roll. And it'll roll inside the 30-yard line to the 27-yard line. Shiloh Jones trying to get to make sure it goes a little further, but it stops right there at the 27-yard line. Halfway through the second, 5:52. And a nice punt there for Caleb Kulak to put Lake Creek back inside their own 30.
Yeah, that was a great punt by Caleb Kulak. He turned it over, and you saw the wind playing havoc on it, and then it took a Hornet bounce. Great punt by Kulak.
I mean, you remember last time we were here, he punted a ball that we thought was not going to go very far at all. It died at the 35, but then it took a massive roll and went all the way down to Montgomery's 5-yard line. So you know he can do it.
Oh, yeah.
18-11 Huntsville, halfway through the second. Lake Creek with a chance to try and tie this game up on this drive. Eli Marcos in the shotgun with 3 receivers. One back is Byers as he gets the snap looking to pass. Blitz coming. Throws over the middle, incomplete. Looking for Chance Miller. That one, a little bit too much sauce on that one for Marcos. 2nd down. Peyton Pryor, the one in coverage.
Yeah, great coverage there by Pryor, and Marcos just throws a laser. Lake Creek's running a deep post and just let him by about a yard or two too much. Or, man, that may have been a sprint to the house.
Stops the clock with 5:47 here in the second. Hornets up 18-11 on 2nd and 10. He gets the snap. Marcos keeps it on the option. Trying to bounce it to the outside. Ankled at the 30, but he keeps his feet chugging, and he is across the 40-yard line for a first down.
Well, every game, well, let's back it up. The last 3 games Lake Creek have lost. They have been in every one of those football games. The Hornets cannot afford to relax whatsoever.
First down for Lake Creek, moving right to left at the 39-yard line. 18-11 Huntsville, 5:37 on the game clock here in the second. Marcos gets the first down snap, hands it off to Byers. Byers just straight up the middle, and explosive speed will take him all the way to the house. Touchdown, Lake Creek.
Telling you, man, Lake Creek is not – this is a good football team. Byers has got, I wouldn't say world-class speed, but he has got some serious speed, and he just took it all the way to the house.
61 yards, and Lake Creek, just like that, is back in the fray. An extra point away from tying this game up. 5:26 remaining in the Advantage Specialties second quarter of play. After Huntsville puts up 18 unanswered, Lake Creek has bounced back with 9 unanswered, pending the point after try here from Will Patrick. And they're going to try and go for 2 here to put him back in front. It's going to be Peyton Trammell that drops back. It'll be a handoff to him, trying to bounce it to the outside. Pryor trying to gain the edge, and they say he got it. And Lake Creek has taken a 1-point lead here in the second. It is 19-18 on their second 2-point conversion of the night, and we have a Hornet that's on his backside.
Yeah, I'm not sure who the Hornet is on the far side over there.
It's Peyton Pryor.
Is that who it is?
It is.
Oh, boy.
The training staff over there to the far side of the field to take a look at him. While they tend to Mr. Pryor, we'll step aside and take a break for 30 seconds here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Want to learn martial arts? Silverback Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is for kids, teens, and adults. Walk-ins are welcome and are there to teach you valuable skills. A family-friendly environment with a total body workout and a fun source of cardio as well. Silverback Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu offers state, city, and county employee discounts. Located at 1522 Sam Houston Avenue. Check them out on Facebook at Silverback Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Huntsville, member of the Carlson Gracie Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu team.
Back here, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. 5:26 remaining in the Advantage Specialties second quarter of play. Lake Creek has just taken the lead on Huntsville. It's 19-18, but right now we have a pause in the action as Peyton Pryor is currently being looked at by the training staff on the far side of the field. He was the last line of defense on that 2-point conversion try of Lake Creek, and it looks like they are getting that young man upright, which is good to see, and he'll be helped off the field from Brian Parker and his training staff.
Well, so Lake Creek lined up like they were kicking the extra point. Then they broke in formation. They ran the 2-point conversion over to the far side from us, and you had Peyton Pryor and Shiloh Jones were the last ones basically at the goal line to put a hit on, and they got the ball in, and now Peyton Pryor is being helped off.
I want to bring in the third member of our crew, Houston Hardcastle, down there on the sidelines for us this evening as Peyton Pryor, again, is being helped off the field from the training staff. Houston, just want to get your thoughts. 5:26 remaining in the second. Huntsville's going to get the ball back here. The offense has had its juice in this first half of play. What is paramount for them as they try to take the lead going into halftime, knowing you have a chance to double up here, getting the ball to start the second half?
Yeah, they just got to be real critical about how they take care of the ball here. You know, you want to score on this drive, but you don't want to leave Lake Creek with any time left on the clock. So if you, in a perfect world, you make sure that this is the last drive of the game, and then you get the ball coming out of the half, get a big point swing in your favor. But, yeah, they just really got to keep converting on the – oh, almost ran into a player there. You just got to keep converting and running your offense.
Thank you, Houston. 5:26 remaining in this second quarter. If you're just joining us, Lake Creek 19, Huntsville 18. A classic brewing here in Montgomery. Kick away here for Lake Creek. It is a line drive kick by Will Patrick, taken on the line drive here by the Hornets. Braylon Phelps has some space here to the near sideline. Makes a nice move. Flag flies in from the line judge. This one might be coming backwards.
Yep, I believe that was going to be coming back.
Phelps is down to the 41-yard line, so this is a block in the back here. It'll mean 10 yards backwards to the 31. So still decent field position for the Hornets on their ensuing drive coming up here. This flag brought to you by Lone Star Security and Investigations. See what the call is here from our white hat head referee. Well, maybe. There we go.
Oh.
It's going to be on Lake Creek.
Wow.
And offsetting penalties on Huntsville. So penalty on Huntsville. So it was, I guess, a legal kickoff for Lake Creek.
I think they're just going to scrub that one.
Yeah.
And re-kick.
I'm not even going to try and sort that out. They're just going to re-kick it.
Man,
Well, that means for Lake Creek, they're probably not going to kick Braylon Phelps' way again. But he just took that one to the 41. But we'll see what they decide to do here.
Well, you know, their other option is Zay Adolph, and he'll do the same thing to you.
Yep. You kick it short. You have Conte here on the near sideline. You have Trayshawn Brown at the hash mark here in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
And then you have McCorrick Norman. So pick your poison.
Exactly.
And Hunter Lorenz on the far side. So add amplitude that. Lots of speed on this kickoff special teams unit for the Hornets. Clock should have been reset to 5:26, but either way, 10 seconds come off the clock. 5:16 in the advantage specialty second. Hornets down 19-18. And another try here for Will Patrick. He kicks it deep again. And another opportunity for Phelps from the 4-yard line. Across the 20 to the 25-yard line to the 30 and down around the 35-yard line. So another healthy return for Braylon Phelps. Sets the Hornet offense up in great field position as they start their next drive. Brian, why don't we thank more of our wonderful sponsors who made tonight possible?
I absolutely want to thank Northside Baptist Church, growing people in Christ to reach others for Christ. In Wiesner of Huntsville, home of the bottom line. And Amaya's Collision Center, family owned and operated since 1999. And MRC Creekside Retirement Community, a healthy living senior community.
5:07 remaining in the second. Lake Creek 19, Huntsville 18. Austin Taylor in the offense back to work. First down and 10, moving left to right at the 36. Trips to the far side here, and one back with him is Brown. Taylor claps, gets the snap. Design run here, gets a good block across the 40 to the 45, and tackled around Lake Creek territory right around midfield. Austin Taylor making his presence known, tells Trayshawn Brown, hey, I can run the ball too, and it's a Mocha Attorneys at Law first down to the 49 of Lake Creek.
Yeah, design run there by Austin Taylor, takes it up the middle, picks up the first down, brings the ball into Lake Creek territory. Nice run, Austin Taylor.
15 yards from the senior quarterback brings up first down and 10 from the Lake Creek 49, moving left to right. Now trips to the right of Austin Taylor. Taylor from the shotgun gets the snap. Quick handoff at Trayshawn Brown. He's tackled quickly, though, in the backfield. Number 27 in Nolan Carpenter with the stop, gain of 1 for 2nd and 9.
Yeah, Trayshawn Brown gets the inside handoff, tries to cut it back across the field. Nice defense there by Lake Creek, only allowing 1 yard on that carry.
4:22 remaining in the advantage specialty second quarter of play. Lake Creek 19, Huntsville 18. 2nd and 9 for the Hornets from the Lake Creek 48. One receiver to the far side is Washington as Taylor gets the snap. He hands it off to Brown, stays on his feet after being initially tripped. He takes it forward to the 46-yard line is where forward progress was stopped. Critical 3rd down for the Hornets coming up right here. They need the 39 to move the chains.
Yeah, this is 3rd and long coming up here for the Hornets. They've had some wide open receivers tonight. Austin Taylor trying to be a little too, I think, finessed with it. Just let it fly.
From the Lake Creek 46. 3rd down and 7 for Austin Taylor. He claps, gets the wide snap, gets a good block from Brown. Pressure coming over the middle. Caught Josh Stanley down at the 29-yard line. And a first down for the Hornets. Gain of about 17 right there.
What a pass by Austin Taylor. He stands in the pocket. Lake Creek has a blitz going. He knows he's fixing to get drilled, lets it go, completes the pass, takes the hit, pops up, first down Huntsville.
Nice catch on the back end there by Josh Stanley. 3:19 remaining in the second, 19-18 Lake Creek. Brown, or rather Taylor gets the snap, hands it off to Brown, cuts it across the A-gap, tackled around the 20-yard line. Solid gain of about 8 on the play there for Trayshawn Brown, brings up 2nd down and 2, and the Hornets are now on the doorstep of the Murray Insurance and Financial Services red zone at the 21.
Trayshawn Brown comes out, Zay Adolph checks in. 2nd and short coming up here for the Hornets.
Inside 3 minutes to go, Hornets down 1, 19-18 in the advantage specialties, second quarter. Conte spread to the far side, he's in the slot. Washington here on the near side on 2nd down and short. Be a handoff with Adolph, the freshman here, trying to cut it through the A-gap, and he's still on his feet across the 15-yard line. And Adolph takes it for another Mocha Attorneys at Law first down here in the second quarter of play.
Nice, tough running by Adolph, the young freshman phenom, going over the left side. Has enough for the first down. The Hornets are in the red zone, trying to put some points on the board before half.
And it's like Houston talked about, a good methodical drive the Hornets are building here, trying to eat up clock while trying to turn this into points. Hornets trying to eat up more time here as we approach 2 minutes. Austin Taylor and Zay Adolph line up in the backfield, trips to the near side. Conte, Stanley, and Washington left to right if you're watching on the screen. As Taylor gets the direct snap, he'll take this one through the A-gap. 15, 10-5, touchdown! Number 11, Austin Taylor. He's into the party. He gets the band hyped up too, and the Hornets are back in front.
Nicely done, Austin Taylor. Run design from the word go, takes it all the way to the house. Hornets again take the lead. We're back and forth in this ballgame in the first half.
Barn burner here in Montgomery ISD Stadium. Minute 59 remaining in the second. 24-19 Huntsville, and they will go for two here on this one. Lake Creek's made this an interesting game with all these two-point conversions because now it's allowing Rodney Southern and this offense to try and be a little bit more creative when it comes to these special teams plays. So Austin Taylor and the offense will remain on the field here trying to make this a 7-point affair. Brown in the backfield, trips to the near sideline. Taylor gets the snap, fakes it to Brown, looking to the end zones, got Singletary back there, and he drops it.
Oh, my goodness. Over the shoulder, perfect pass, wide open, in and out of the hands. Oh, my goodness.
Well, it makes it a 5-point game, 24-19. Huntsville with the lead. Lake Creek has the ball when we come back in 30 seconds on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
TWFG and More Insurance has been proudly serving the Huntsville and Walker County area since 2003. Ranked number 1 in Texas as an independently owned insurance provider, our independence affords us the freedom to shop insurance carriers and coverages that best suits our client-specific needs. TWFG offers personal and commercial, life, health, and flood insurance. Call Waylon Moore at 936-293-8121 or drop by 1212 10th Street in Huntsville, Texas. At TWFG and More Insurance, our policy is caring.
This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. 101.7 KSAM Huntsville. And on the KSAM mobile app, Sting 'em Hornets.
Minute 59 remaining in this second quarter of play, brought to you by Advantage Specialties. 24-19 Huntsville with the lead on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Diana K. Barnes State Farm Insurance kickoff coming up here from Caleb Kulak. He'll boot it from his own 40, swings the leg, and back deep to receive. The dangerous Tyven Bars takes it from the 7-yard line. Brent Carroll laid the hammer on somebody there in that second, that quick-off situation. Oh, poor Noah Shiflett. Brent Carroll says, "Not, you're going to the ground." Minute 54 left to go here in the second. Huntsville up 24-19. Lake Creek will have it from the 20-yard line. Coming up on the Northside Baptist Church halftime report. Before we go to halftime, we will catch up with head coach Rodney Southern. Houston Hardcastle will be standing by with him as they go to the locker room. And then coming up in the halftime report, we'll have analysis of this first half for you. A special edition of Hornets Nest from our good friend Shannon Hollis from Huntsville ISD. Thank you, Shannon. As well as Brian's keys to the second half, and a look at the high school football scoreboard. All that and more coming up on the Northside Baptist Church halftime report. Well, Houston talked about it. Lake Creek's going to have some time here. First down and 10 from the 20. They fake the give Marcos. Pressure coming. Marcos is going the wrong way. He's still on his feet. Throws and nearly intercepted on the far side by McCorrick Norman, nearly hauling that one in. Intended target, Chance Miller.
Boy, you see McCork Norman over there wanting another chance at it. In and out of his hands. I tell you what, Carlos, Eli Marcos has one heck of a cannon. I mean, he is throwing some lasers out there.
And the ability to just do it on the run, too.
Yes.
Second and 10 from the 21. Marcos gets the snap. Pressure coming. Fires. Incomplete. Woo, that was a little close to unnecessary roughness. But he's on his feet. Once again, Dakota Clark was the intended target. Claudio Alvarenga was the one back in coverage. No flags, third down and 10.
Well, you know what? I love the no flag there because that was very aggressive defense by Alvarenga. Keep it up. Great play.
Minute 40 remaining in the second. 24-19 Huntsville. Neither team has used a timeout here in the second, in the first half period. Marcos from the shotgun on third and 10 gets the snap. He'll hand it off to Byers. And Brent Carroll, he gets shoved out of the way. Byers still on his feet, forced out of bounds around the 35-yard line. How about that young man, Tyvon Byers? Last one he took for 61 yards. That one is a gain of about 16, and they'll move the chains for Lake Creek and stop the clock with 91 seconds left here in the second.
I tell you, Byers is scary fast, and he is a big running back. And what a good tackle by Jerry Singletary just to get him out of bounds.
Again, the clock stops with 1:31. Hornets up 24-19 here in this one tonight from Montgomery. Marcos from the shotgun gets the snap on first down. Three-man rush, fires over the middle, caught, 40-yard line. Nice move also made on the back end down to the 31-yard line. Peyton Trammell with a big-time catch, and the Lake Creek Lions are in Hornet territory. And Huntsville has called their first timeout of the half. We'll take it with them on a University Heights Baptist Church timeout. More when we come back on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
This is BJ McMichael, and I am a proud 1993 Hornet graduate and 1998 Bearcat graduate. I am also the Minister of Students and Outreach at University Heights Baptist Church. Here at University Heights, we are connected to Christ and the community. We also offer small groups and activities for every age and stage. Be sure to check us out online at uhbc.net or download our UHBC app in the Apple or Android store today. Sting 'em, Hornets!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here to Montgomery ISD Stadium, home of the Lake Creek Lions on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Huntsville up 24-19 with 1:24 remaining in the Advantage Specialties second quarter of play. Got an update for you from the reservation. It is Nederland 10, P&G 7 at the halftime break. So we got a nail biter in that one, and we'll keep an eye on that one throughout the night, ladies and gentlemen, as we are watching that one very closely. First down for Lake Creek at the Hornets' 31-yard line, moving right to left. Marcos gets the shotgun snap on first down. Quick throw near side. Caught Brooks McGee. Nice open field tackle. Brent Carroll with the nice stuff. It's only a gain of about 2 or 3 to bring up 2nd and 7.
Lake Creek's throwing a hitch pass over here on the near side. Brent Carroll read it perfectly, wrapped him up, dropped him right as where he caught it.
Took him right out at the legs. That's what you need to do. Once the legs are taken out, you can't run. 2nd and 7, Marcos from the shotgun gets the snap. 4-man rush. Flushed. Rolling out here to his right. Now he's going to have to make some moves. Shiloh Jones trying to wrap him up around the 25-yard line. The Hornets swarm to him. He's going to be shy of the first down. I'm not sure where they're going to spot him here. Clock's going to stop with 47 seconds left in this second quarter. Hornets up 24-19. And Lake Creek has called a timeout. We'll keep it right here, though, as we wind our way to the second. Brian, while we thank more of our sponsors, while we have a pause in the action.
Absolutely. This season of Huntsville Hornet football is presented by Bill Fick Ford. No bull, just good deals. And Mocha Mocha Attorneys at Law. For your estate planning, real estate, or business law needs, call Mocha Mocha Attorneys at Law, serving Huntsville since 1971. And Heritage Oak Funeral Home, where heritage meets home, your hometown funeral home. And Frank's Taco Station in Riverside. Country Kitchen, tacos, and more.
Yum. Here in the Frank's Taco Station bleachers tonight, as we are amongst the Hornet faithful here tonight. That's what I love about coming here, Brian. I mean, I'm going to be sad. I'm going to be kind of sad. I know our producer here, Justin Hardcastle's not going to be. I mean, he'll be perfectly fine having these 2 games at home next year, but because of the setup that we have to do here. But I'm thankful to Montgomery for allowing us to be here tonight, and their AD Clint Hurd. Thank you guys so much. But love being amongst our faithful fans here.
I do too. A lot of fun.
3rd down and 5. Marcos, quick throw into the flat. It is caught and out of bounds for a first down around the 17-yard line, taking that catch, Chance Miller. That's another Lion first down. They're on the move, and they have 2 timeouts in their back pocket with 43 seconds left here in the second. Hornets up 24-19.
Yeah, one of the plays Lake Creek's run is this little pass play. It's about a 5 to 7 yard, and the wideout is basically standing on the out-of-bounds line, gets the pass, steps out.
First down for Lake Creek at the 17-yard line. Trammell comes in motion, fakes to give to him to Marcos, looking toward the end zone, pumps, now throws to the flat for Marcos, and he is met instantly.
Oh, man.
It's Peyton Trammell. Sam Cleveland lays the hammer on Trammell. He's a little slow to get up, but he does hop right back up. A nice hit there for Cleveland. And that is going to be a loss of 2 on the play for Lake Creek. And we do have a timeout here taken by Lake Creek. 35 ticks left in the second. We'll keep it here.
Yeah, you know, as soon as Trammell caught that football, he just got it handed to him. I'm telling you, man, this Hornet defense is just ferocious. They will put the hits on you.
And they got so much depth. I mean, Rodney Southern talks about it all the time, the depth that this Hornet defense has. Sam Cleveland, you're getting him back, and he's the leader of that linebacker core when they return next year. you have, because you lose Shiloh Jones and McCorrick Norman after this year being seniors, but man, do you have some talent depth-wise at that linebacker position. It is going to be paramount that Cleveland leads that group into next season, but obviously doing a lot so far here in 2024.
Well, you know, one of the things that when Rodney Southern came to Huntsville, you know, and Dr. Shepard, they changed the culture completely. They got it back to what I always refer to as old school. I mean, letting the defense do what they do best, putting the hits on them. And you've got a lot of these younger kids that are growing up in the system wanting to be a part of it. That creates depth.
And that new stadium does all more and then some as well.
Oh, yes.
Second and 12 from Huntsville's 19-yard line. The line's moving right to left. Marcos gets the second down snap. Pressure coming. He's in deep trouble. Fires this one away to his sideline, incomplete. Hornets wanted a flag there for holding. They don't get it. It's third down and 12 for Lake Creek. 29 seconds remaining in the second. 24-19, Huntsville with the lead.
Huntsville's doing a really good job in the secondary, keeping these wideouts covered up, not to allow Marcos to find anybody downfield, having to throw the ball away. I think it's where our secondary gets in trouble is when Marcos has to start scrambling around for his life, and those wide receivers kind of get lost out there, and that's when they have those big plays.
Third down and 12 coming up here for Lake Creek at the 19-yard line. Need the 7 to move the chains. Jones trying to show blitz, now backs off as Marcos gets the snap on 3rd and 12. Marcos with time. He's running out of time! And he's going to go down behind the 20-yard line. A swarm of Hornets for the Hartfield Flores sack. 17 seconds left, and Lake Creek will have an opportunity to try and put points on the board here. With one timeout remaining, they will take it down, it looks like, to about 3 seconds rather. And they'll bring on the field goal unit for points, or try to get points, to make this a 2-point affair instead as they call their final timeout.
I tell you what, that was great defense there by Tyler Smith and Zach Moss to keep Marcos from making any further progress downfield. They just locked him up and dropped him. Man alive, it is 4th and what, 15?
About 4th and 15, so ball's going to be spotted on the right hash at the 23-yard line. It'll be spotted down by the holder at the 33. This is going to be a 40-yard try for Lake Creek.
And there is, folks, here at towards the end of the second quarter, the wind has really kind of picked up out here, and it is kind of playing havoc on some of these special team kicks.
So it'll be a field goal try here for a young sophomore in Will Patrick. He's already good from 1 tonight. He'll look for his second one here as we get ready to go to the locker room.
And the wind is blowing right to left.
Is holders Chance Miller. 3 ticks left, 24-19 Huntsville. Snap, hold, kick for Patrick on its way, and it is through the uprights and good. So Lake Creek gets points as we go to the locker room. It's 24-22 here at halftime. Houston Hardcastle, he is standing by down on the field. He will get a word here with head coach Rodney Southern before we take you to the halftime break. Houston, over to you.
Obviously, Coach, offensive shootout there in the first half. Just how do you limit the big playability of 4 and 21 going into the second half?
Well, you got to tackle well, and we didn't do that. You got to get pressure on 4, and we've let him out of the pocket too many times. And he's got too good an arm. If you let him out, he's even better on the run.
No doubt, Coach. Trayshawn Brown, obviously a big first half. Just how paramount was it to get him going in this game?
Well, we know if we can break the line of scrimmage, we got a chance with both backs and with Austin. So it's been good to see them all do well.
All right, last question for you, Coach. Just what are you telling your guys in that locker room to come out of here with a win?
Well, we got to get the opening kickoff and handle that and figure out how to score and just stay ahead of them.
All right, appreciate it, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Carlos.
Thank you, Houston. Step aside and take a break. Northside Baptist Church halftime report is next on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. You can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes, right here in Huntsville, can switch you over so you can start saving today. Diana and her team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. Just give her a call. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Down. Make the switch to Mid-South Fiber Internet.
Meat Market in Huntsville offers fresh products, marinated meats, and homemade meals. Quality meat, a bakery, and fresh produce, along with full-service groceries with name brands and the La Michoacana brands. Check out their taqueria.
And a $2 taco all day on Tuesday. Friendly staff and reasonable
prices with plenty of parking. 30 years bringing Mexico's best with weekly specials. Open 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. La Michoacana Meat Market in Huntsville, 630 I-45 North, or call 936-439-4580.
I'm Jerry Larson at Reliable Auto Parts, your auto parts plus store in Huntsville, Texas. Having great products, excellent quality, and outstanding prices. This is what you can expect from Reliable. You can purchase all your car care products, maintenance supplies, and auto parts. Our services and in-house store offerings are designed to keep your vehicle and motorized machine in proper working condition. Reliable Parts, your auto.
Walk-ins are welcome and are there to teach you valuable skills. A family-friendly environment with a total body workout and a fun source of cardio as well. Silverback Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu offers state, city, and county employee discounts. Located at 1522 Sam Houston Avenue. Check them out on Facebook at Silverback Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Huntsville, member of the Carlson Gracie Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu team.
From joyful occasions to the unexpected, First Franklin Financial makes loans for living, offering fixed rates and flexible terms on loans up to $15,000. The next time you're looking for some extra cash to help make ends meet, come see the friendly Franklin folks or visit us at 1ffc.com to learn more. All loan terms and APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria and may require collateral. First Franklin Financial Corporation is licensed by the Virginia State Corporation Commission CFI 215, Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee 5656, MMLS number 141654, not available in North Carolina.
This is the Huntsville Hornets High School Football Halftime Report, sponsored by Northside Baptist Church. Here's
Oh.
Here comes trouble. How's everything?
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Get ready for the Northside Baptist Church Halftime Report. We are in the Northside Baptist Church Halftime Report. Alongside Brian Adams, I'm Carlos Zimmermann. Glad to have you with us tonight. As we are at halftime, it is 24 Huntsville, 22 Lake Creek here tonight so far. Hope you're enjoying the band down below us. Again, want to remind you folks, as a friendly reminder, that we cannot just bow out here and play the Hornets military marching band performance due to copyright issues. So, again, the best way to enjoy these performances, come on out to the ball games. Ticket information's online at hornetnation.info. You can click on the tickets tab. They'll take care of you there. That is the best way for you to enjoy the incredible work that the Grenadier Guard and the Huntsville Hornet military marching band do on a regular basis. So, continuing on here, Brian, first half, back and forth. Just back and forth between these two teams. And you knew that had a possibility of happening tonight. Lake Creek's record is not cognizant of what they are as a team, and they've shown that here in this first half. Hornets in a shootout right now with Lake Creek.
They're absolutely in a shootout, and it's going to be whoever gets a good defensive stop, it looks like tonight, who's going to have the advantage. You know, both offenses are playing very well. The defense for the Hornets is doing a pretty good job, but they've got to be able to contain Marcos, because he has a cannon of an arm, and as you just heard Rodney Southern before halftime, when he's on the run, he is even more dangerous, and that is scary. They got to put pressure on those guys, but when he's scrambling around, Carlos, it is important the DB stay with their guys, and that's the problem. They are kind of starting to watch, and as they're watching, they're not paying attention to what's going on behind them. That's when those receivers get back behind them, big plays happen. Stop that, man. It'll be a big night.
I want to talk about the Hornet offense real quick. Trayshawn Brown, we talked about it in the beginning of this broadcast, to get the running game back involved. And in a blink, he takes one for 88 yards. He takes another one for 50-plus. He is having an incredible night tonight. Austin Taylor is on the ground as well. That ground game has been so kind to the Hornets tonight, and it's really, in my opinion, is what has Huntsville in front right now, 24-22.
I totally agree with you. You know, we talked about it before we came on air, you know, getting the running game going, and Trayshawn Brown is lighting it up, you know. I think the previous couple of weeks, teams have been looking at film on the Huntsville Hornets. They see how talented Trayshawn Brown is, so they play to the running game. Well, all of a sudden, Austin Taylor comes alive and starts having some terrific ball games, great passes, this and that. So now they stretch that offense, and right now, Hornet offensive, the running game is just lighting them up.
Absolutely. Now I want to get your perspective here as the former quarterback. Austin Taylor's taken a couple of shots here throughout the night, but he's stayed calm, cool, and collective when he's going through his progressions. Just what goes through the mind of the quarterback in that situation when you have just a defender who is obviously a little bit bigger than you bearing down on you?
Well, a couple of things. One is you want to make sure you get rid of that football and not take a sack, first and foremost. So you're also looking at the wide receiver running his route, but you've run it so much together in practice, it's just kind of a timing type thing. So in the back of your mind, you've got to understand you've got rushers coming. You don't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that football. And as soon as that receiver is about to break, that's when you let it go, because it's about timing. Because I'm telling you, you keep taking hits like that, Austin Taylor's going to be very sore in the morning.
Absolutely, he will be, but he's playing an excellent game so far. So is the Hornet offense. It has been good to see this Hornet offense continue to produce, and that's what has them in front right now, 24-22. If you're watching on the live stream, we'll keep the camera on here for you to enjoy the band, but now we're going to step aside and head into Hornets Nest here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Our good friend Shannon Hollis from Huntsville ISD brings that to you here in just a few moments on the Northside Baptist Church Halftime Report, live from Montgomery, Texas on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Halftime is a time of rest and refueling, a time to reflect and get ready for what is coming. Friends, Sundays are a great halftime for your life. The last week is behind you, and Sunday is a fresh start to a new week. It's to be a day of rest, a day to recharge. We believe there's no better place to do this than Northside Baptist Church. I invite you to come see us soon. I believe you'll be recharged and replenished as we worship God together. Come to the cross. We'll show you the Savior. I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening?
It's time to stir up the Hornets Nest. Brought to you by Wiesner of Huntsville. Here's Shannon Hollis.
Happy Friday Night Lights, Hornet Nation fans. We appreciate everyone tuning in and listening to the broadcast of tonight's football game here on KSAM Radio. Here's what's buzzing in HISD. The HISD Gifted and Talented Program referral window for students in 1st through 11th grade will be closing next week. This year's referral window was longer, so please act now so you don't miss out. Testing for grades 1 through 11 will occur during this fall semester at each campus. Parents and principals will then be notified of the results by December. For all of our GT program details or to refer a student before the 31st, please visit our website. You'll find all the information, including the referral form there. If you have any questions, contact our GT specialist, Sarah Mallory, at 435-6327. We have Hornet and Lady Hornets competing everywhere. You can find your favorite sports and information on the official Hornet Athletics website at hornetnation.info. There you'll find ticket information, schedules, scores, and more. The Hornets will be back in action next Friday night down in Nederland to take on the Bulldogs. Their stadium does have a clear bag policy in place, so please plan accordingly. Tickets will be available online next week. You can find the link to tickets and all the game information and more on the hornetnation.info website. Our HISD Board of Trustees held their regular meeting for October last night, where we had the honor of recognizing some outstanding students and staff. It was an honor to celebrate HHS success. We recognized 2 students who are published authors, 15 students who have been recognized by the College Board programs for their academic excellence, 1 Big Future Student Ambassador, and 1 National Merit Scholar Commended Student. Great things are happening in public education, and if you don't believe it, just look right here at HHS. We thank our community for voting Huntsville ISD the best place to work in the Items 2024 Reader's Choice Awards. As one of the largest employers in our community, we are super proud to be able to offer a competitive compensation package with excellent benefits for our employees. Check out our current vacancies. We're looking to fill a payroll specialist 2 position. That position requires a high school diploma or GED, plus
almost 3 years of payroll accounting experience. We also have some teaching positions available, especially for those who are special education certified. And if you're just looking for something part-time or flexible, we're always in need of substitutes, bus drivers, and custodians. We invite you to apply online today and come build champions with us. October is National Principals Month, a month set aside to call special attention to our campus leaders and the wonderful work they do each and every day. We've been sharing posts to spotlight our principals and thanking them for the incredible work they do. Find those posts online and comment and then share them so that we can spread the good news and appreciation for all of our campus principals. Please join us in showing them appreciation not just now, but all throughout the school year. It's a great day to be a Hornet. We are building champions. Everyone, every day. We hope you enjoy listening to the broadcast of the night's game here on KSAM. Good luck, Hornets. Let's sting 'em.
Halftime is a time of rest and refueling, a time to reflect and get ready for what is coming. Friends, Sundays are a great halftime for your life. The last week is behind you, and Sunday is a fresh start to a new week. It's to be a day of rest, a day to recharge. We believe there's no better place to do this than Northside Baptist Church. I invite you to come see us soon. I believe you'll be recharged and replenished as we worship God together. Come to the cross. We'll show you the Savior. I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist.
Gentlemen, here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports, here on 101.7 KSAM, the KSAM mobile app, and on the KSAM YouTube channel. Brian, you don't have to stand up here, bud. I was trying to.
I thought it was showtime.
No, not yet. You know, we're just hanging out here. The band's still playing. I don't want to get in the way of them. So, but I'll let you get your headset back on here. We continue talking about this one. Again, get your foot off his cord.
There we go.
There we go. Oh man. I'm going to sit back down. I was just trying to stretch my legs, Brian.
Well, I was just turning around in circles up here is all I was doing.
Well,
we're good.
We don't need you to do that. Oh, man. We're having a good time here, ladies and gentlemen, from the Frank's Taco Station bleachers tonight. Carlos Zimmermann alongside Brian Adams. Houston Hardcastle on the sidelines for us tonight. He's actually back here in the stands with us, just chilling back there. But it's been a good one tonight. Hornets up 24-22 over the Lake Creek Lions. And an opportunity for them to really set themselves up for some great success in this season. They need to come away with a win tonight. They need to win tonight. And the path for a district title is still in the cards for the Hornets, depending on the Nederland P&G result. I believe they're about to come from the halftime break in that ball game. Nederland's up 10-7 on P&G on the road. That's a rivalry game. They call it Mid-County Madness. You know, I was talking with Francis Schroeder, who's the voice of the Indians. And actually, let's talk about that for a second. It's an interesting dynamic that I have with both of the guys at P&G and Nederland. So Francis, I met him last year at the playoff game. Great guy.
Super nice guy.
Super nice guy. His crew, Rachel Walker and Lance, I'm going to botch his last name here. It's Cajun, so forgive me. Lance Below or something like that. Guillot or something like that. Anyway, he's going to kill me for that. But met them, and then we saw them a couple of weeks ago when Huntsville played P&G. Just great people. Now, the voice of the Nederland Bulldogs is a friend that I go a little further back than with Francis. His name's Harold Mann. He's also the voice of the Lamar Cardinals. And we've known him for so many years after Sam Houston was in the conference with Lamar for so long. Then they went to the WAC with Sam Houston, so we got to hang out with Harold a little bit longer before Lamar went back to the Southland. So great guys over there. And I know that, you know, Harold loves to just mess with Francis and stuff like that before those ball games. It's a rivalry game, not just on the field, but in the broadcast booths as well. So it's going to be a good one down there in Port Neches Groves. Just wanted to shout those guys out real quick. Phenomenal people and just great colleagues that we have. Brian, we talked about it here in the open of the Northside Baptist Church halftime report, what the Hornets need to do, or what they did in that first half. Now what do they need to do here in the second half as we continue along here tonight?
Well, you know, obviously we have a shootout going on here in the first half. The Hornets are going to get the ball back to start the second half. They need to march the ball down the field like they did prior to Lake Creek getting that field goal right before halftime, and they've got to get a touchdown. And they've got to spread the difference. And what I mean by that is widen the gap, the point gap between Lake Creek. They've got to have some defensive stands, got to have some big plays. Austin Taylor keep playing hard football, and Trayshawn Brown keep running it like it is. And when that thing hits 4 zeros, it should be a Hornet win.
And we are definitely hoping that to be the case as we move along here tonight. Hornets up 24-22 here in Montgomery. Man, this is just such an exciting time to be here in Montgomery because next year, both Montgomery and Lake Creek are going to come to Huntsville. It's been an interesting dynamic this year. Usually every year over the last few years, even when you and Rob were here in the booth, it had been just, you come here once and then the other one comes to us. Well, this was a different dynamic this year, having to come back here twice. Like I said, towards the end of that second quarter, I think our producer here, Justin Hardcastle, would love to just be at home right now, but it's the way we have to set up here. But this is just, it's always a blast when we come here, mixing in with the Hornet faithful here, getting to talk with so many people. I mean, I'm looking at just the people around us. Hunter Lorenz's parents are here
right
to my left. His girlfriend Savannah Schneider, her parents are here to our left. Your wonderful girlfriend Stephanie Pitts, our good friend from Advantage Specialties, she's here. A lot of folks here from Northside. Pastor Cooksey and his wife, the Slies, the Taylors, Dylan Fullenwider, Jace Elliott, former Hornet quarterback, is here. His mom, Tammy Elliott, is here. We were just talking with Ken Holland off the air here. He, again, big thank you to him and Brian Reeder for filling in on Monday night for the Hornet Nation Coaches Show. Just so many great people that have some big part of every player that touches the field there. I want to talk about that for a second, Brian. Just the amount of support that this team has. I'm looking at this stands here. It is pretty much full. The only empty space that I really see, Brian, is right here around us because people don't want to get in our way.
They don't want to hear us yell.
Or that too.
Yeah, no, you're right. Carlos, that's what's so cool about Huntsville. The support, the families, the people we get to meet, especially when we come here and we sit out here with the Hornet fans. They come by, we're on the radio, we'll high five, we'll whatever. It's just so much fun being here with them. And the support they give us is incredible. We thank them. We thank all of our sponsors. We couldn't do this without you guys. We appreciate it so much.
I mean, everyone in this stand has a big part of who's on the field tonight, whether it's the football team, the training staff, the coaching staff, the band, the Grenadier Guard, the cheerleaders. Everyone here tonight is tied to this ball game somehow, someone on this field, and having all the support for the great students that we have at Huntsville High School. And it goes back to what you talked about. Paul Trevino, Dr. Scott Shepard, and his board of trustees, and everyone on the administrative side of Huntsville, when Dr. Shepard came in and really just changed the culture.
Immediately. Yes.
At Huntsville High School and the district at large, which is just absolutely incredible. I was thinking about this over the last week when I took the job 2 years ago. And it reminded me of just how blessed we are to be in such a great community, such a tight-knit community. And it's absolutely incredible. And this is a place I've found home. I grew up in Houston. Didn't ever think I would ever move away from the fourth largest city in the United States. When I came to Sam Houston, pursuing my degree, thinking I want to go into some certain different things and stuff like that. But as soon as I put on the headset for a Hornet football game and for a Lady Hornet softball game and a Lady Hornet basketball game, I fell in love with this town, and every one of the people that are in the stands with us tonight and watching back home have a love for Huntsville. This is home for me, for you, for everyone here. Love it.
Absolutely love it. Carlos, I moved to Huntsville when I was in the second grade and went through school, went through high school, played at SAM, graduated from SAM, moved on, and here I am back in Huntsville. And when my son was growing up and he was getting ready to be in high school, I got to thinking, he was going to be a footballer. Where would he go? And I met Rodney Southern when he first got here in the field office during the summer. It took me about 30 seconds to realize I needed to be back home, get Jake into school here at Huntsville, be coached by somebody of that caliber, and it's one of the best decisions I've ever made.
And because the sport of football, at the end of the day, it is about, you can't keep looking at me, Pastor Cooksey. You're putting pressure on me here. This is your halftime show, by the way. But anyway, what I'm thinking about here is the football, it really mirrors life. You talk about it all the time. And I look at what your son is doing now, being in our United States military, and I thank him often for his service. And that's what really football is all about, is getting ready, these young men, ready for adulthood and what they're going to do for their careers. Some of them may go into football. Some of them, a vast majority of them will not. but this is going to give them the tools they need to succeed when they move on from high school.
You know, Carlos, man, I'm going to be honest with you. I think you and I are probably the two luckiest guys in this great town of Huntsville. I really do believe that. One, Huntsville is a football town, always has been.
Yes.
We are fortunate enough to be able to call the Huntsville Hornets and the Sam Houston Bearcats two big-time quality programs in this hometown we love. And the people that support us, support those teams, and there's not a better place to be than Huntsville, Texas.
No, there ain't. We'll step aside and take a break here on the Northside Baptist Church Halftime Report. When we come back, we'll rehash Brian's keys to the second half, as well as a look at the high school football scoreboard when we come back on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Hi, I'm Reagan Cooksey, and I have a thought I want to share with you. Are you listening? One morning I walked into my office talking on my cell phone. Then the landline started ringing. Then my cell phone indicated another call coming in. Then the voicemail beeped telling me that someone had left me a message. Then, no exaggeration, my email toned in with a fresh email. For a moment, I was overwhelmed. Then I thought about the calls coming in to God. He's got the whole world in his hands. I just have a few of his people to deal with. And to think that God is never frustrated or overwhelmed when people call out to him. He's never overloaded with our calls and prayers. Call out to God. He has time for you. He is listening. Are you? I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening? Northside Baptist Church is a vibrant, growing body of believers located at 1207 FM 980 in Huntsville, Texas. Check us out on the web at nbchuntsville.com. Northside Baptist Church, going people in Christ to reach people for Christ.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports, here on 101.7 KSAM, the KSAM mobile app, and the KSAM YouTube channel. I'm Carlos Zimmermann. With me is Brian Adams, Houston Hardcastle, our sideline reporter. Getting ready to head back down to the field as we get ready for this second half of play in the Amias Collision Center third quarter. Brian, real quick, as we had some time there to just chat, let's rehash your keys. Second half, halftime adjustments for the Hornets, up 24-22 here at halftime. How do they get it done here to win?
Yeah, so they're going to get the ball starting off the second half, and it's going to be important they go down the field and punch it in on their opening drive of the second half. They've got to get those first downs. They've got to have a methodical drive. That O-line has to keep opening up the holes they have in the first half to allow Trayshawn Brown and Jay Adolph to do the running that they do. And then Austin Taylor, just keep doing what he's doing. Keep firing that ball to his wide-open receivers, move that ball downfield. And then defensively, the secondary has to really step up. They cannot afford to let those wideouts get behind them. Those are when big plays happen. If they can wipe those things out, Carlos, we're going to go home to Huntsville tonight with a W.
Absolutely, we will. We're winding down the Northside Baptist Church halftime report. Teams will be reporting back to the field here in just a few moments, but we got to look at the high school football scoreboard, take you around District 8, 5A Division II, Region 2. Montgomery, again, they played last night here at Bear Stadium. They took down West Fork 59-6, so they're now 4-1 in district play with 2 games remaining for them. Elsewhere in the district, Dayton up 26-0 at halftime on Splendora. So Dayton on track to get their first win of district play, and a big one again down at the reservation. Nederland versus P&G, 4:05 remaining in the third. P&G 7, Nederland just put a touchdown on the board. It is 17-7. Nederland at Port Neches Groves. They are
at Port Neches Groves?
Yes, they are.
Wow.
How about Nederland coming out of nowhere, literally nowhere, to put themselves in the conversation for a district title? Big one down there at P&G. Looking around the region, Conroe leads Caney Creek right now 35-14. Willis is up on Oak Ridge 42-3. They are at the halftime break. Newton up big on Trinity 58-0 with 4 minutes left in the third quarter in that ball game. Woodville's up 24-0 on New Waverly as they get ready to start the third quarter. Anderson Shira with a 33-7 lead on Kuntz at the halftime break. Madisonville up on Sealy 21-7. They have about 2 minutes left in the second. Cold Spring Oakhurst is in the third quarter, 4 minutes left against Buna. They're up 14-0. And Huffman Hargrave is shutting out Livingston right now, 42-0. They are getting ready to go to halftime in that ball game. That's a look at the high school football scoreboard, and that'll do it for the Northside Baptist Church halftime report. When we return in 2 minutes, we will start the Amias Collision Center third quarter of play, live from Montgomery ISD Stadium. Hornets 24, Lions 22 on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
This has been the Northside Baptist Church Huntsville Hornets halftime report. Stay tuned for more Huntsville High School football on KSAM.
Exceeding all expectations for 3 generations who can call us day or night. McWilliams Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing provides service you can salute from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week with no overtime fees. Check our current air conditioning and plumbing service offers and schedule online today at callmcwilliams.com. License TLCLA 2150.
All of East Texas knows when your AC goes, we got the best service round by far. We're not comfortable until you are.
Lone Star Security and Investigations, located in the heart of Huntsville, Texas, are your local experts for uncovering insurance fraud, workers' comp claims, missing persons, or adultery and infidelity. Lone Star Security and Investigations seasoned investigators are trained, insured, and certified through the Texas Department of Public Safety. They are relentless in getting you answers. If you've been wronged, hire the right investigators from Lone Star Security and Investigations. Get your questions answered by calling 936-439-6037 or visit LoneStarSecurityTX.com.
I'm Jerry Larson at Reliable Auto Parts, your auto parts plus store in Huntsville, Texas. Having great products, excellent quality, and outstanding prices. This is what you can expect from Reliable Parts, where you can purchase all your car care products, maintenance supplies, and auto parts. Our services and in-house store offerings are designed to keep your vehicle and motorized machine in proper working condition. Reliable Parts, your auto parts store, 1011 11th Street, Huntsville, 295-5747.
Hi, I'm Michael Murray with Murray Insurance and Financial Services. Our family agency has been representing the Huntsville and Walker County area since the 1930s. We can help you prepare for your future with your financial planning needs, along with the unexpected with life, health, long-term care, and disability insurance needs. Please give us a call at 1-800-695-LIFE. Our email is mike@murrayservices.net. Eat 'em up, cat.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. Carlos Zimmermann and Brian Adams with you tonight. Houston Hardcastle down on the sidelines for us. Getting ready to start this third quarter of play. Huntsville up 24-22. Brian, it's paramount the Hornets. They get the ball here first. They come out and score right out of the gate.
Absolutely it is. They're going to get the ball to start the second half. It's going to be vital. They move that ball down the field, pick up those first downs, punch it in, make a statement, come back and play great defense.
As we get ready to start this third quarter of play, again, want to remind you, this broadcast is copyrighted for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any retransmission or accounts of the game without the express written consent of 101.7 KSAM and Huntsville High School Athletics is strictly prohibited. Lake Creek getting ready to kick it back to the Hornets. Braylon Phelps, he'll line up to the far side of the field. Zay Adolph here to the near side of the field. Hornets will go left to right to start this third quarter of play. Up 24-22 on the Lake Creek Lions in a huge game with district implications on the line. Hornets win, they're in the playoffs and lock it up officially. Lake Creek loses, they're out. We're going to find out which of those is going to come true as we start the Amias Collision Center third quarter of play. Zay Adolph runs on the ball at the 15-yard line, taking up the far side of the field across the 30. Explosive speed from the freshman across the 35-yard line. Great field position to start the ball game, or the third quarter rather, here for the Hornets.
Yeah, nice return by Zay Adolph. Takes it over to the left side, gets it almost to the 40-yard line. Great field position to start this second half for the Hornets. Real quick, I want to give a shout out to two of my dearest friends I went to school with, grew up with. Eric and Lee Remini, they're listening and watching us from Austin. Hello, and we thank you.
First down for the Hornets at the 38-yard line, moving left to right. Taylor from the shotgun with three receivers gets the snap, inside handoff. Trayshawn Brown trying to cut it upfield across the far side. He will take it beyond the 40. We'll see where they spot him. 41-yard line. Gain of 3 for 2nd and 7.
Trayshawn Brown taking the handoff over to the left side, trying to cut upfield. Nice defense there by Lake Creek. About 3 yards on the carry there by Brown.
Gain of 3 on the play. 2nd and 7 here for the Huntsville Hornets. In the Amias Collision Center third quarter, up 24-22. Trips to the near side as Taylor gets the low snap. Late handoff to Brown. Still trying to chug the legs. He'll take it forward. Forward progress is stopped around the 45-yard line, and will make it third and manageable for the Hornets. They need 3 yards to move the chains.
Yeah, this is a big third down here coming out of halftime. You need to convert right here to continue that drive. You don't want to give Lake Creek any opportunities.
11:02 remaining on the game clock here in the Amias third quarter of play. Huntsville up 24-22. Taylor on 3rd down and 3. Gets the snap, rolling right, looking to pass. Fires, caught, Conte. He's got a first down on a nice spin move to the 49-yard line of Huntsville. They needed 3, they got 4, and a Moke first down.
Yeah, nice pass by Austin Taylor. He's rolling to the right. He's got Conte over here, hits him perfectly, picks up the first down. Hornets get a fresh set of downs.
Ball officially spotted at the Huntsville 49. Hornets moving left to right across your radio dial. Hornets up 24-22 here at Montgomery ISD Stadium, trying to win and clinch a spot in the postseason. He gets the snap, this Taylor, hands it off to Zay Adolph. He gets some space across midfield, 45-40, spun down, still on his feet to the 35 to the 30, and he'll carry it much further for Zay Adolph. What a way to stay on your feet. Oh, are they going to back him up, though?
If they do, that is a travesty. He never touched the ground. What a great effort by Zay Adolph.
Well, either way, it's a Mocha Attorneys at Law first down. Just not a little bit further than we had hoped. So,
well, it's just unfortunate the referees are looking right at it. Don't make the right call.
So first down for the Hornets to the Lake Creek 38-yard line, moving left to right. Taylor with three receivers. Washington to the far side. Conte and Marcus Lewis to the near side. Adolph the back as Taylor gets the snap. He'll hand it off to Adolph. Trying to tug it downfield across the 35. Down at the 34-yard line. Gain of 4 for Adolph for 2nd and 6.
You know what? You watch Trayshawn Brown and Zay Adolph run the football, and these guys are so talented. And, folks, Adolph is a 14-year-old freshman playing lights out like a senior.
Adolph will check out on this play. Trayshawn Brown back into the game, had an electric first half with 2 long touchdowns to get the Hornets where they're at. 9:45 left in the third. Hornets up 24-22, 2nd and 7. Or 6 rather. Singletary in motion. Brown the back with Taylor and 3 receivers as he gets the snap. Late handoff to Brown, trying to bounce it outside. Good patience here, so he'll cut it back to the near side. Still on his feet, chugging the legs before he loses his balance. Stopped at the 31-yard line. The Hornets need the 27 to move the chains, rather the 28. It's 3rd down and 3.
Well, they just need another third down conversion like the one they got a while ago with Austin making a little pass out in the flats. Same scenario, 3rd and 3.
From the Lake Creek 31-yard line, moving left to right. Hornets lined up on the near hash with 3 receivers. Taylor from the shotgun claps, gets the snap, hands it off to Brown, trying to bounce it to the outside. He's running out of room, though. He's still on his feet, but going the wrong direction. Lake Creek swarms to him, though, back at the 45-yard line. Hornets not able to convert. It's 4th down on a massive loss on the play. Forward progress was officially stopped back here at the 42. It's going to be 4th down, and the Hornets will have to punt this one away.
Yeah, that's one of those scenarios. You applaud the effort, but you also got to realize you're way outnumbered. You can't afford to lose those kind of yardage.
8:30 remaining in the Amias third quarter of play. Huntsville up 24-22 here against the Lake Creek Lions here in Montgomery. Caleb Kulak on to punt it away.
So the Hornets got the ball to start the second half, and now they're forcing the punt on that drive.
It's going to be a fake here with Jaden Bradford, and he's taken down at the 41-yard line.
Well, if you remember, I believe it was
Hunter Lorenz.
Hunter Lorenz. They did the same play, picked up the first down here. Lake Creek sniffed it out, stopped them short.
I don't know if that wasn't a clean snap from Shiloh Jones. I believe that was intended to go to Hunter Lorenz, and instead it went to Jaden Bradford.
He's not really the one you'd want.
No.
Running for the 4th down conversion.
So a turnover on downs, and Lake Creek's going to have decent field position here. Name moved right to left. They're at their own 40. 24-22 Huntsville as Marcos gets the snap. Handoff Tyven Byers. Claudio Alvarenga and company able to get to him here. Flag flies in. Shiloh Jones able to push the pile backwards. Forward progress stopped at the 46, but we do have a penalty marker down. And that is in the area of holding. It is on Lake Creek. Back him up 10 yards. That flag brought to you by Lone Star Security and Investigations. When rules are broken, call Lone Star Security and Investigations. So, first down instead of 6-yard gain for Tyven Byers. It'll be a holding penalty. That'll back him up.
Yeah, that's really a big play there for the Hornets to get that penalty against Lake Creek, because now that sets them back 1st and 20.
Yep, 1st and 20, backed up to their own 30-yard line, needing the 50 to move the chains. 7:54 remaining in the Amias third. 24-22, Huntsville with the 2-point advantage. Marcos from the shotgun. Claps gets the snap. Blitz coming for the Hornets. And he is going to be tackled deep for a Portfield, Florida sack. That's number 8, McCorrick Norman. Welcome back, Bug.
Oh, McCorrick Norman, man, we have missed you. What a great play. He's in on the blitz and drops Marcos for a huge loss. Now it's what? second and...
Hold on. They're at the 18. They need the 50. Second and 32.
Second 32. There you go.
Lake Creek got a long way to go to try and convert this first down.
But I tell you, they got a high-powered offense at 32. They can make it up in one play. Defense needs to stand tall here.
Second and 32. Marcos gets the shotgun snap. It'll be a handoff. Nope. It is indeed a handoff. Trying to go to the back here in Byers. He goes nowhere. Up to the 18-yard line, which is where they're at right now. So no gain. Third down and 32 coming up for Lake Creek. Helmet popped off of an offensive lineman for Lake Creek, number 75, Noah Devereaux. So he'll come out. Substitute will come in, number 76, Hunter McKinney. Third down and Houston to go for Lake Creek.
You got the Hornets secondary lined up in cover 2, which means you have 2 deep safeties kind of playing rover back there in the deep secondary.
They're down in 32. Marcos gets the shotgun snap. He'll drop back the pass. Blitz coming. Fires into the flat. Caught by McGee. Nice open field tackle. Claudio Alvarenga. He picked up the ball. But they're going to say he was down by contact.
Absolutely. You got to have the sideline judge over here right on it. Of course, you got to also remember you're not playing at home. You're playing away. You're not going to get a lot of these kind of calls.
But what a nice open field tackle. Claudio Alvarenga makes the stop on third down. Will force Lake Creek to punt this one back to the Hornets.
Yeah, no, that was huge. I mean, Claudio Alvarenga just wrapped him up. And you said it earlier, these guys are wrapping up at the legs, and there's just no way they can get out of that.
So punt will come here from Lake Creek. Braylon Phelps back deep to receive. And we got whistles here, though, and a flag has come in. Here around on the near side at the 26. It's on Lake Creek. Flag brought to you by Lone Star Security and in Investigations.
So what is it now, like 4th and Dallas?
Fourth in Oklahoma City at this point.
Yeah, something like that.
They'll get the ball back in there after the punt. Back up Lake Creek 5. This is going to be 4th down. Oh, Brian, I'm not even going to try. 32. 33. 4th down and 33.
Well, the Hornets are going to get a chance to have a short field and hopefully a good return here. Get a little pressure on the Lake Creek punter.
Kai Jordan to punt this one away. Phelps back deep to receive. High snap. Jordan gets it away. Phelps waits on it, backing up. Secures it at the 35. Takes it to the far side of the field, cutting it back. He's into Lake Creek territory, across the 45 to the 40. Braylon Phelps is on the run. 30, 25-yard line. Beautiful return, Braylon Phelps.
I mean, Braylon Phelps, if you can't get excited watching him run the football, I don't know what is wrong with you. What a return by Braylon Phelps, zigzagging back and forth across the field. Huntsville's got great field position to start this drive.
5.5 to play in the Amias Collision Center third quarter. Hornets up 24-22. And my goodness, what a return, Braylon Phelps. He took it from his own 35. He gets the Hornets to the Lake Creek 28-yard line. If I do my quick math, 37-yard return. Low snap to Austin Taylor on first down. He's flushed. Trying to step up. Got a nice block from Brown. Now he'll just throw it at the last second. Looking for Conte. Incomplete.
Oh, of course not. Yeah, well, again, we're not at home, so you're not going to get a lot of these calls. That was a great pass and catch. Should have been a completion, nonetheless.
Dr. Shepard's wife was right there, and she made that call that it was a catch. Unbelievable. Great effort by Austin Taylor. It was at the point of where he was out of room to throw it. Conte made a nice play, doesn't get the call. 2nd and 10. From the 27-yard line, Taylor gets the snap. He'll keep it himself. Running this one near side. Makes a nice cut at the 25. And down around the 20-yard line. That's a nice gain of 6. Bring up 3rd down and 4 here for the Hornets.
Yeah, Austin Taylor takes it himself over here on the near side, around the right side. Picks up 6. Big 3rd down coming up right here for the Hornets.
3rd down and 4. Taylor got Lake Creek to jump. Flag flies in. Free play near sideline. Washington can't haul it in. Incomplete. The defender's all over him, and they don't throw the flag. Either way, this is going to go on Lake Creek, and this is a first down for Huntsville. But if the defender's head is not turned around, you got to make that call.
Yeah, that's pretty bad right there. You know what?
That should be 2 penalties, and the ball's near the goal line. The flag is offsides on Lake Creek, so it is a first down, brought to you by Mocha Attorneys at Law, first down. And they're in the Murray Insurance and Financial Services red zone here at the 16. My goodness.
Well, the one thing the Hornets need to just get out of their mind is worrying about any help from the refs. Disregard the refs.
4:50 left to go in the third. 24-22 Huntsville. Taylor gets the snap, running left, trying to cut it upfield. Still on his feet. A tackle down at the 15-yard line. Not much on that run for Austin Taylor. Brings up 2nd and 9.
This drive right here, I think, is most important drive for them tonight to get it into the end zone, Carlos. You know, with 2-point separation, man, it is paramount they punch it in.
You get a touchdown and an extra point, and it makes it a 9-point game. That is a 2-possession game. We still got a lot of football to be played. 4:20 in the third, 24-22 Huntsville with the lead. From the 15-yard line, moving left to right of the Hornets. Trips to the near sideline. Taylor gets the shotgun snap. Looking to pass. Now flushed out here to his right. Needs to throw this ball away. Throws it at the last second, nearly intercepted. Dangerous pass there. Reed Weisenbaker was the one in coverage, just batting it down. It's 3rd down.
Austin Taylor is sprinting out to his right. Lake Creek in hot pursuit. He has to get rid of the football. I don't think he saw the guy that knocked the ball away. He saw an open Hornet there for a minute, threw the ball. Lake Creek bats it away. Man alive, big 3rd down coming up.
They're in Caleb Kulak's field goal range here at the 16-yard line. So they need to get that ball a little closer to the middle of the field to make it easy on Caleb, but I think the end zone is what's on their mind. 3rd down and 9 for the Hornets. 4:01 left in the third, up 24-22. Taylor gets the snap. 3 receivers to choose from. He's flushed, throws at the last second to the end zone. Touchdown! No, he dropped it! Jabari Washington loses it at the last moment. And Austin Taylor took a shot on the back end of the play, and he's down.
I don't know, but that has been at least 4 dropped perfect passes by the Hornets tonight. They need to give them a football and let them carry it around with them all day long.
The good thing for the Hornets right there, Austin Taylor is upright. Man, he took a lick on the back end of that play. Jason Elliott, the quarterback's coach, and Brian Parker out to look at him. He's going to walk off the field under his own power, which that's good to see. It's 4th down for the Hornets. And oh, my goodness.
Yeah, these, you know, it's, well, anyway.
Austin Taylor obviously frustrated on that play right there. Couldn't get any more wide open, but Hornets are going to try to come away with points. Ball's at the 15-yard line. They'll be spotted down by Hunter Lorenz at the 25. Oh, no, they'll move him up a little further to the 22-yard line. So this will be a 32-yard try for Caleb Kulak. And Nelson Amaya Collision Center. Field goal try. Kulak's already good from 32 tonight. 3:54 remaining in the third. Hornets up 2. Lorenz snap, hold, kick for Kulak on its way, and it is wide to the left. And we stay a 2-point ball game here in Montgomery. 3:48 in the third, 24 Huntsville, 22 for Lake Creek. My goodness. Man, a lot of things just did not go the Hornets' way on that drive right there, and they come up empty.
No, every one of that was self-inflicted, too. They start their drive on the 49-yard line. Some bad calls by the refs, some drop passes. Man alive, what a
travesty.
Yeah.
Marcos gets the snap on 1st down. He'll hand it off to Byers. Byers still on his feet, tackle down around the 24-yard line. It's a solid gain of about 5 on the play for Byers, and they'll bring up 2nd and 5 for Lake Creek. Now here's something for the Hornet defense. They have a chance here. They had a chance to look at that drive, and they got to wipe that out of their mind and now just go out there and play Hornet D like they did on the opening drive for Lake Creek's in the third.
Absolutely do. They got to keep their eye on Byers, though. That guy is such a talented running back. Cannot let him break loose.
Marcos gets the snap here on 2nd and 5. He's flushed. Zach Moss is getting held over here on the near side. Turning around, and it's incomplete up the far side. Trying to get it to the intended target of Reed Newkirk. Claudio Alvarenga was the one that batted it down. 3rd down and 5 coming up here for Lake Creek from their 25-yard line, moving right to left. Third down here for Lake Creek. Marcos gets the shotgun snap, 4-man rush. left. Quick throw, caught, 30-yard line, forced out of bounds is Chance Miller. That's enough for a first down here for the Lions. Brian, while we have a quick pause, we have to pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, 101.7 KSAM Huntsville, and on the KSAM mobile app, Sting 'em Hornets.
Back at it here, ladies and gentlemen. Handoff to the far side, into the hands of Tyven Byers. Not much on that play, if anything. Bring up second and long for Lake Creek. 2:52 remaining in the Amias Collision Center third quarter. It's 24 Huntsville, 22 Lake Creek.
Nice job by Sam Cleveland over there to force him out of bounds, not allowing him to cut upfield. Nicely done by the junior.
On the 31-yard line, 2nd and 9. Marcos gets the shotgun snap, four-man rush. Marcos is going to be hit in the backfield for a Hartfield, Florida sack. 53, Tyler Smith.
Tyler Smith having a heck of a ball game tonight. Huge sack there by Smith.
Another Hartfield, Florida sack for this Hornet defensive line. Zach Moss has gotten in the action. Now Tyler Smith along with Jarius Singletary. 2:13 remaining in the third. 24-22. Huntsville with the lead. Just barely. Trying to hang on to it here. 2 minutes to go. 3rd down and 9. Or 3rd down and 15 and long, rather. Marcos is flushed. Forced out of the pocket and forced out of bounds around the 35-yard line. Nice job by the Sam linebacker, Sam Cleveland. To force him out of bounds, it is a solid gain, but it will bring up 4th down and 9 for Lake Creek. They got 6 back on that run. And a big call here for Pat Kennedy. He'll leave the offense on the field.
Oh, boy, here we go. One, he's going to try to get the Hornets to jump. And they need to stay home, and they need to stay glued to their wideouts.
Marcos will likely actually maybe drop back here for a pooch punt, and that's exactly what he'll do. He'll get this one away. Huntsville will not be able to get after this one. Braylon Phelps is running after it. Get away from that, son. And he will. Nice punt there for Marcos. It'll be down at the 10-yard line of Huntsville. And that's where the Hornets will set up shop. Minute 39 left to go in the third. Brian, why don't we thank more of our sponsors who made the broadcast possible tonight?
Absolutely, Carlos. Want to thank Advantage Specialties. Advantage Specialties is your one-stop shop for business promotional needs in Huntsville. Murray Insurance and Financial Services, an agency you can trust. And University Heights Baptist Church, cultivating people who make Jesus known through the lives we live and conversations that we have. And Huntsville Independent School District, it's a great day to be a Hornet. We're building champions, everyone, every day.
We thank all of our wonderful sponsors who make these broadcasts possible. Hornets back on offense, and good to see Austin Taylor back out there after he took the shot on that last drive. 1st down and 10 from the 10. He gets the snap. Inside handoff, Trayshawn Brown trying to cut it upfield. He'll take the pile past the 15 and down around the 16, 17-yard line. Gain of 7 for number 5. Bring up 2nd and 3. Baron Linscomb on the stop.
Yeah, nice run on the left side there by Trayshawn Brown, carrying tacklers with him as he picks up those 7 yards. 7 tough yards.
Got another update from the reservation. Nederland has extended their lead. It is 24-7, Nederland, in the third quarter of play. Minute 9 here in Montgomery, 24-22 Huntsville. On 2nd and 3, another handoff with Brown, trying to cut it to the outside. Gets away from a couple would-be tacklers, stays on his feet beyond the 20. And that'll move the chains for Amoka Attorneys at Law. 1st down for Trayshawn.
Nice run by Trayshawn. Got just enough to move the chains over here on the near side, which is what the Hornets need, a little bit of breathing room and a fresh set of downs.
I know we haven't gone to Houston here in a little bit, and I know I want to get his thoughts here in just a few moments. He's getting antsy over there. So we'll go to him here very shortly as we'll get ready to go to the 4th and final quarter of play. We'll go to him when we come out of the quarter break. 24-22 Huntsville, 38 ticks left in the third. Austin Taylor working out of the shotgun. 1st down and 10 as he gets the snap. Direct run here, running this one up the middle of the field. He'll take it beyond the 25, around the 27-yard line. Solid run for Austin Taylor. Actually give him about 7 on that run. Bring up 2nd and 3. 20 seconds left in the third. We'll see if Huntsville decides to run one more play before the quarter is over.
I tell you, you watch Austin Taylor, the dual threat quarterback. I mean, he has got some wheels. When he decides he's going to take the ball, he's gone.
And the Hornets will be content to let this clock wind down to the end of the third quarter as we go to the Heritage Oak Funeral Home 4th quarter of play. 0 versus 0 in that third quarter of play. No one gave an edge, and someone's going to have to as we go to the 4th and final quarter of play. We hope it's Huntsville that comes up on the winning end when we come back on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
They don't build cars like they used to, and they don't repair them like they used to either. Today's vehicles contain advanced lightweight materials and safety features like crumple zones and sensors that help protect your family. Repairing them properly after a collision requires up-to-date training. Amaya's Collision Center at 686 I-45 has it. They're among only 15% of shops to meet the industry's highest training standards as a gold-class business. When you pick a collision repair shop, make the smart choice for your family's safety. Choose gold-class trained repair professionals. Choose Amaya's Collision Center, 686 I-45.
This is BJ McMichael, and I am a proud 1993 Hornet graduate and 1998 Bearcat graduate. I am also the Minister of Students and Outreach at University Heights Baptist Church. Here at University Heights, we are connected to Christ and the community. We also offer small groups and activities for every age and stage. Be sure to check us out online at uhbc.net or download our UHBC app in the Apple or Android store today. Sting 'em, Hornets!
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Fourth and final quarter of play. Huntsville with a 2nd and 4. Austin Taylor keeping it himself. He's got it across the 35-yard line, tackled down around the 37. Luke Shiflett on the stop for Lake Creek, but Amoka attorneys-at-law first down. I want to go to the third member of our crew, Houston Hardcastle. It was a stalemate in that third quarter, Houston. Couple questionable calls on the last drive against Huntsville, or some that didn't go their way, but either way, a chance to try and come away with a win right here. How do they do it?
Yeah, no doubt. And you can tell both teams made halftime adjustments. Huntsville especially getting to Marcos in the backfield, able to wrap up efficiently, not let him use his legs. You really just got to run the clock here. You got to make sure that you take a lot of time off the clock here, get it down to about maybe 5 or so minutes, go score a touchdown.
Here goes Austin Taylor on first down, making some nice shifty moves down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 3. They'll set up 2nd down and 7 for Austin Taylor. And the offense right here, Huntsville, again, going to try and, like Houston said right there, eat up some of this clock here. Any touchdown here for the Hornets on this drive will make it a 2-possession game.
Right here, they got 2nd down. They've been running the ball quite a bit with Austin Taylor. Man, a little play-action fake, step back, rock and fire, man.
Update from Nederland, 8:19 left to go, or from P&G, 8:19 left to go in the fourth. P&G just put up a touchdown. It's 24-14 there. 2nd and 7, trips to the near side. Taylor going right to left, gets the snap. He'll keep it again. Lots of space across midfield. 45-40, 35-30, 25-20. He's got one man to beat. Puts the arm to him. Forced out of bounds in the red zone. How about Austin Taylor? Big time run, and the Hornets get another first.
What a huge run, Austin Taylor. Quarterback draw up the middle, takes it all the way across midfield, down into the red zone. First down, Huntsville. Great play.
That's a massive gain on that run right there from the Hornet 40 all the way down to the Lake Creek 12-yard line. Do my quick math, 10 to the 50, 38 yards, 48 yards on the ground for Austin Taylor. In the Murray Insurance and Financial Services red zone. Working from the shotgun, 3 receivers, 1 back with him is Brown, and a Hornet moved.
Boys, I mean, some of the penalties that they do to themselves is amazing.
And not in the right way.
No, not in the right way. You have a huge run, get you in the red zone, and then you have these stupid penalties. Make you old quick, Carlos.
Gray hairs are adding as we count, as we speak here. I'm only 26, by the way. 1st and 15 from the 17-yard line now after the false start. Taylor gets the snap, design run, running here to the near side. Across the 15, another flag flies in here.
Yeah, here we go.
And now Austin Taylor is slow to get up. So now your thoughts are on your senior quarterback now, and training staff out to take a look at him. We do have flags we got to figure out here in a moment. I think our referee is going to make the signal. It is holding against Huntsville. And now our thoughts are right now with Austin Taylor as they tend to him. While they tend to him, we'll take a break for 30 seconds. Be back here in just a moment on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Hi, this is Devin Blakely with Community Service Credit Union. With our members constantly on the go, CSU is dedicated to making banking as safe and as easy as possible. Wherever life takes you, our nearest branch is right in your pocket with the CSU mobile app. You can check account balances, pay bills, and even make check deposits with the CSU mobile app. You can also monitor your credit score with CreditSense. CSU Mobile is available in the App Store and Google Play. Community Service Credit Union, member of NCUA.
And we welcome you back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. We got 10.5 to play here in the Heritage Oak Funeral Home fourth quarter. It's 24-22 Huntsville, and Austin Taylor is upright, but he's being helped off the field by Brian Parker and Sean Matthews, our great training staff here. So, it was a holding penalty on the Hornets, so it's going to back them up to the 26-yard line. And Austin Taylor just slowly coming off the field here, and you hate to see that happen to your senior quarterback, but now your attention is going to turn to, we've said it all year long, the young freshman, Zay Adolph.
Yeah, you hate to see, Austin Taylor having such a good ball game and that just incredible run he had. 2 penalties later, now he's being helped off the field. Let's hope
he's okay.
Yeah, let's hope he's okay.
Zay Adolph now into the game. First down and long to go for the Hornets, the young freshman. He'll keep it himself. Trying to run this to the near side. Ankle tackled around the 25, keeping the legs churning to the 24-yard line. It is a decent gain for Zay Adolph. And that will bring up second down and still long to go for the Hornets.
Again, they've run the football, Carlos, quite a bit. Man alive, it's about time to run that play action fake, pull it up.
Inside 10 minutes, Huntsville up 24-22.
And to get the line to gain is the
2.
Okay.
You need it's second and 22 here for the Hornets. Zay Adolph, another design run here to the near side. Trying to turn it upfield, still keeping the legs going. Forward progress is stopped inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. Again, the Hornets need the 2. It'll be third down and about 17 to go for the Huntsville Hornets. 9.5 to play here in the fourth.
Well, it's a big decision coming up here. Are they going to run the ball again? Are they going to throw it? Are they going to try to get Kulak into position? Are they going to try to get the touchdown?
We're going to find out. Third down and long from the 19-yard line. Zay Adolph in at quarterback for the Huntsville Hornets. 3 receivers to choose from. He gets the snap. Play action. Looks to throw. Look into the end zone for Conte. Ran out of room at the last second. He hauled the football in. He needed both feet down. He only got 1. Fourth down. Just a little too far, but still a beautiful ball from Zay Adolph.
Yeah, that's he had a go route here on the near side. It was a good ball, just a little bit long, carried the receiver out of the end zone. Kulak out to kick.
This is from the 19-yard line. Lorenz is going to hold it down at the 26. This is a 36-yard try for Kulak. He missed from 32. He's made from 32. He's got to push this one through. Low and a bobbled snap, so Lorenz has to just force the roll out here. He's looking toward the end zone, but he just doesn't have the arm length to get it there at the 29-yard line. It's a turnover on downs officially, and Lake Creek's got the football. And with 8:51 remaining here in this Heritage Oak Funeral Home fourth quarter, it is going to come down to this Hornet D.
Well, that's an unfortunate drive that came up short there for the Hornets. Had the ball in the red zone. 2 penalties later, they're outside of the red zone. Try to get the field goal. Bad snap. Man alive.
Well, the Hornet defense is going to have to lock in here. First down and 10 for Lake Creek at the 29-yard line. Marcos Claps gets the snap, handoff. Tyvon Byers trying to bounce it to the outside, but the Hornet defense able to swarm to him. Not much on that run. Forward progress will give him the 31. It's a gain of 2 for second and 8.
Carlos, we got 8 minutes and 40 seconds left in this ball game. Time is going to start going by pretty quickly here. Great stop there by the Hornet defense.
Tyler Smith's going to come out of this ball game a little hobbling, so Jaden Bradford will check in for him. 2nd and 8 here for Lake Creek from the shotgun. Marcos gets the snap, 4-man rush. Quick throw, far side. It is hauled in around the 35-yard line. Making the catch out there is Brooks McGee. It is 3rd down and 2 to go for Lake Creek. Make it 3 to go for Lake Creek.
Kenneth Scott on the coverage for the Hornets. Again, that fast little out route that's hard to defend. 5 yards, he's already standing on the out of bounds, catches it, just steps out.
Stops the clock with 8:16 here in the fourth. Hornets up 24-22. Third down and 3 for Lake Creek. Marcos gets the shotgun snap. Inside handoff. No. Play action fake. Marcos in trouble. He steps up and gets it across the 40-yard line. Shallow Jones and company able to get to the quarterback, though, before he can get any further. He gets forward progress to the 44. That will move the chains.
It looked like a busted play in the backfield, and he took it himself. I'm not sure if that was designed that way or if they just did have a busted play.
So first down for Lake Creek to the 44-yard line. They move left to right across your radio dial. 7:57 remaining in the Heritage Oak Funeral Home fourth quarter. Huntsville up 24-22. Marcos from the shotgun with 3 receivers and an H-back offset. He gets the snap, and he will keep it himself, rolling out here to his right. Throws it at the last second, and it's incomplete. Looking to go the way of Dakota Clark. McCork Norman in coverage, second down.
Shiloh Jones putting the pressure on the quarterback from Lake Creek. Nicely done. Forced him to throw the ball earlier than he wanted to. Good play there, Shiloh Jones. Somebody needs to step up and make a huge play right here.
Got to find a way to flip the momentum back. Second down and 10 from the 44. Marcos gets the shotgun snap. Blitz coming. Quick throw, caught. Forced out of bounds near midfield is Dakota Clark. We'll see where forward progress was stopped. Right at midfield, 50-yard line. Third down and 4 for Lake Creek. And with where we're at in this ballgame, this is 4-down territory the whole way.
Oh, 100% it is. No doubt about it.
Hornet defense trying to clamp down here as we get down to the nitty-gritty of this one tonight. Hornets up 24-22. Ball at midfield, 3rd and 4. Marcos in the shotgun. He gets the snap. Blitz coming. Throws over the middle. Incomplete. Looking to go the way of Dakota Clark. Sam Cleveland and company back in coverage. Throw was a little too high. It's 4th down for the Lions.
Boy, defense, this is your time right here.
4th down for the Lake Creek Lions. 4 to go. Ball at midfield. Lake Creek needs the 46 to move the chains. Marcos backing up like it's going to be a pooch punt. He's going to go for it, though. Throws incomplete! McCormick Norman got a hand on it. Turnover on downs. It's going back to the green and white.
Lake Creek stepping back like they're going to pooch punt it. Fake the pooch punt. Try to throw the ball across the middle. McCormick Norman slaps it away. Turnover on downs. Hornets have the ball at midfield.
Tried to go back to Dakota Clark. And just like that, with 7:27 left to go in the fourth, another turnover on downs for the Lake Creek Lions. It'll go back to the Huntsville Hornets. And with Austin Taylor out of the ball game right now, being looked at on the sidelines, it's Zay Adolph in at quarterback. From midfield, moving right to left, Adolph gets the snap, quarterback run. Up the far side, across the 45, stays on his feet. 40, 35, 30. Zay Adolph all the way down to the 25-yard line. 25 yards for number 9.
What a great run by Zay Adolph around the right side. Quarterback draw all the way, takes it around, picks up the first down. Huge run, 25 yards on the carry.
7:07 remaining in the fourth, 24-22, Huntsville. No one has been able to crack the end zone or split the uprights here in this second half.
And, man, that wind is picking up.
Yeah, it is.
As more as this game goes on.
Adolph will work from the shotgun with 3 receivers. 2 to the near side, Lewis and Conte. 1 to the far side is Washington. Adolph gets the snap, design run here to the near side, or to the far sideline rather. He is tackled down at the 25. No gain. We'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Adolph taking it himself over on the right side. As Carlos mentioned, no gain on the carry. Brings up 2nd and 10. Man, this is vital. They've got to get it in the end zone.
Update from Port Neches Groves. P&G's coming back. It's 24-21 in the fourth.
Wow. They got a shootout going on themselves.
Almost identical scores, too.
Yeah.
2nd down and 10 for the Hornets. Moving right to left at the 25-yard line in Lake Creek territory. Brown the back and 3 receivers. Adolph gets the snap. Hands this one off Trayshawn Brown. Trying to carry it forward. He's down to the 24-yard line. Maybe not even that. Maybe got half a yard there. It's 3rd down and 10 to go for the Huntsville Hornets.
Got to open up the passing game.
And I know the young freshman has not had many opportunities in live play to throw the football. He had one earlier against for Savion Conte. Beautiful thrown ball, just a little overthrown. Opportunity here for the Hornets to try and put this game away. 3rd down and 10 here for the Hornets. Adolph barking the plays out. 5 seconds on the play clock. Adolph collapses, gets the snap, trips to the far side. He'll look to pass. Looking toward the end zone. Fires over the middle. Incomplete. In and out of the hands of Marcus Lewis. Rylan Rucker was the one back in coverage for Lake Creek. And it's 4th down and 10 from the 25-yard line. Ball a little behind Lewis there. Had to try and come back to grab it, but just another one that fell. And the Hornet offense is on the field. And Rodney Southern will call a timeout. 5:19 here in the 4th. It's 24-22. We take it with them on a University Heights Baptist Church timeout on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. Carlos Zimmermann alongside Brian Adams, Houston Hardcastle down on the sidelines for us. I'm going to go to Houston here really fast before the Hornets retake the field. It's going to be 4th down and 10 for the Hornets. It'd be a 42-yard try from here, and Huntsville's leaving the offense out there. Houston, do you like the call?
You know, I just think you got to be real careful with it. You know, the wind's picking up here. It's a long field goal, so I don't mind the call. Maybe try and draw them offside, see what you'd see on defense. If not, go out and kick the field goal.
4th down and 10, 5:19 remaining in the 4th. Adolph, he'll take it on 4th down. He gets the snap. Pressure coming. Flushed out here to his left. He'll try to do it with his legs. Trying to get to the line of gain. He is going to be, I think he's short just by a yard, Brian. Adolph tried to do all he could to try and convert that first down. That ball's at the 16 he needed, or the 17. He needed the 16. It'll go back to Lake Creek.
Folks, we got 5 minutes and 9 seconds left in the ball game. 22-24 Huntsville. Ball turned over on downs, goes back to Lake Creek.
And I love the effort there from Adolph, trying to do what he could. He couldn't throw the ball, so he tucks it and runs, bouncing off tacklers, trying to get that first down, just came up a yard short. And here we go again, back to the Hornet defense. Brian, the Hornets hang on and win this game. It is going to be that Hornet defense is the reason why.
100%.
First down for Lake Creek inside their own 20. A handoff here, no play action. Marcos keeps it himself, trying to bounce it to the outside. And the Hornets able to swarm to him before he gets to the 20, up to the 17-yard line, make the 18. They'll bring up 2nd down and 9 for Lake Creek.
Nice job of the Hornet defense staying at home. As Lake Creek's dancing around the backfield, trying to find an open running lane, just nothing there.
And remember, Lake Creek's playing for their playoff lives tonight to try and stay in the fight for a top 4 spot in the district. A loss, and they're done, and they will not compete in the postseason. 4.5 to play in the 4th, 24-22 Huntsville. Marcos on 2nd and 9, gets the snap. Pressure coming, fires, caught. 35-yard line by Brooks McGee. Staying in bounds here. Hornets losing their feet here, and McGee forced out of bounds right around midfield. Beautiful run after the catch for Brooks McGee. Stops the clock with 4:23. It's at the Lake Creek 49-yard line. Massive gain of 30+.
Great pass there by Marcos to McGee. McGee's running a deep crossing route. Hits him in stride. Big first down. Ball's at the Lake Creek 49-yard line.
And it's always something when we come here to Montgomery. It's always going to be a nail-biter no matter what. First down for Lake Creek at their own 49-yard line, moving left to right. Hornets were able to stuff them here right around midfield the last time. Tyven Byers at running back, 4 receivers, 2 to each sideline. First down, Marcos gets the snap, looking to pass. 4-man rush, fires, and it's incomplete. Flag flies in on the back end of that play. Brent Carroll was the one in coverage. If they call that pass interference, that might be one of the most egregious pass interference calls I've ever seen in my life at any level of football.
Well, that side judge has been blowing calls all night long, so I wouldn't be surprised if he blows another one.
Intended target was Chance Miller. The line judges here are conversing here on the near side.
Well, side judge is the one that threw the flag in.
And we'll see if they're going to pick up the flag here or if it is going to be a hold on Huntsville instead, not pass interference.
Well, that is terrible, and it's not professional to say that kind of thing. there was no holding in sight on that play.
Unless they're going to say that it was before the ball got there, that's the only reason.
It couldn't have been, Carlos. The guy, side judge is right here, plays over, then the flag comes flying in.
Actually, yeah, so Lake Creek will have the ball at the 36-yard line on the 15-yard penalty. 4:18 remaining here in the fourth. 24-22, Huntsville with this lead. Huntsville's defense got a lockdown right here. Marcos in the shotgun with 3 receivers. Tries to draw the Hornets off sides, and now he'll clap on the next one, get the snap hand off to Byers. Byers trying to run through the pile, and he was stopped by one man and one man only, Shiloh Jones.
Shiloh Jones, the Mike linebacker for the Hornets, stepped into the gap and flattened the running back for Lake Creek.
Ball now up to the 32-yard line of Huntsville. 2nd and 8. 3:53 remaining in the fourth. Hornets have got to find a way to force a negative play. Marcos gets the snap. Pressure coming. Fires. Well incomplete. Threw it way behind the intended target of Chance Miller. Claudio Alvarenga playing for the injured Peyton Pryor. If he doesn't fall down on that one, he probably comes back and picks that one off.
Chance Miller is running a curl route, and it looked like
I think they got their lines crossed.
Yeah, it looked like Marcos thought he was running a seam route, so they were totally off page there.
3:45 left to go in the game. 24-22 Huntsville. 3rd down and 7 for Lake Creek. Marcos in the gun. Man comes in motion. He gets the low snap. Fakes to give to him. Marcos keeps it himself here to the near side, and he is popped hard here at the 30-yard line. It's only about a gain of 1 for Eli Marcos. Clock should continue to roll here. It's 4th down for Lake Creek.
Well, that's a big decision coming up for Lake Creek. I mean, you got 3:30 left in the ball game. You got 4th and 6.
And all 3 timeouts in your back pocket. It'd be a 49-yard try from here, but with the wind blowing, they are going to leave the offense on the field.
Yes, they are. Here we go, folks.
15 on the play clock, 3:15 on the game clock. Hornets up 24-22. Hornets will stack the box here on 4th down and 6, but the Hornets want to talk this one over. That's a University Heights Baptist Church timeout. We will take it with them for 30 seconds on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Back here in Montgomery, 3:08 remaining in this 4th and final quarter of play, brought to you by Heritage Oak Funeral Home. It is Huntsville 24, Lake Creek 22. No one has scored here in this second half of play. It has been the incredible defense of both of these teams. This is a ball game that you would just love to just put on national television with the way this game has panned out. It is 4th down and 7 for Lake Creek. 3:08 remaining in this 4th quarter. Big play coming up here for the Lake Creek O and the Hornet D. Marcos in the shotgun, 2 receivers to each sideline. Marcos, hard count, no one jumps. Gets this on the second clap, 4-man rush. Marcos flushed. Rolling out here to his right, now has to reel back and throw this one deep down the field. Looking, it's caught. Brooks McGee at the 2-yard line. Claudio Alvarenga wants a flag and he doesn't get it.
It looked like Alvarenga may have mistimed his jump. Golly Moses. What a huge pass by Lake Creek, man.
And 2:47 remaining in the ball game, and they got the ball down at the Huntsville 3. Marcos in the pistol, Byers the back. Marcos gets the snap, inside handoff, Byers. Tried to be stuffed here by the Hornet D. Hornets also trying to strip it out probably. Down to the 4-yard line.
Byers taking the ball up the middle, trying to bounce it out to the right side or the near side over here by the Hornet sidelines. Good pursuit by the Hornet defense to stop him from getting into the end zone.
Singletary will check out here. Fred Oladelli, he'll check in. 2:10 remaining in the game. roll inside 2 minutes here. It's 2nd and goal for Lake Creek. Ball is at the 2 is where they gave Byers forward progress. 7 seconds here on the play clock. Lake Creek's going to have to get the ball off here or they're going to have to call a timeout. And that is exactly what they're going to have to do and burn one of their 3 they have remaining. 1:49 left in the game. Lake Creek on the doorstep of the end zone. And we'll take it for 30 seconds on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Back here in Montgomery, 1:49 remaining in this ball game. Huntsville nursing a 24-22 lead. Hornets have 1 timeout remaining. Lake Creek has 2 left in their back pocket. Lake Creek has the ball, 2nd and goal to go at the Hornet 2. Hornet D is going to have to clamp down here, or at this point you may well just let Lake Creek walk in and at least give yourself plenty of time to try and come back. From the pistol, Marcos gets the snap, hand off to Byers. Byers slips around would-be tacklers, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Lake Creek.
Well, this touchdown is a indirect result of those 2 penalties the Hornets had on their last drive when they were in the red zone. It backed them up. Taylor came off the field hurt, and momentum switched.
Well, Huntsville's going to have 1:44 and 1 timeout left in their back pocket here. Down 4, possibly 5, pending the point after try here from Lake Creek. It'll be Will Patrick for the point after try. Snap, hold. Kick on the way for Patrick through the uprights and good. We got a 5-point game. 29-24, Lake Creek. On a night where they're playing for their playoff lives, the Hornets are going to have to probably go the length of the field to try and come back and win this ball game to get into the postseason officially. We'll take it with them for 30 seconds here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. It's Lake Creek 29, Huntsville 24 here in the Heritage Oak Funeral Home, 4th quarter of play. I'm Carlos Zimmermann. With me, Brian Adams, Houston Hardcastle down on the sidelines for us tonight. Hornets are going to need to go the length to try and come back and win this ball game. There's been so many opportunities to score here in this 4th quarter, really the second half. The Hornets just have not capitalized, but they'll have 1 golden opportunity here to try and put a shocker on Lake Creek with how this game has gone tonight. Kickoff coming up here for Lake Creek. It'll be Will Patrick that puts the leg to it. He'll go the way of Braylon Phelps on the far side of the field. Across the 10 to the 15 to the 20, 25, and that is where, no, he's still on his feet. Bouncing it out here to the near side. Across the 30, down to the 35 to the 40. Braylon Phelps into Lake Creek territory. Down to the 45-yard line goes Braylon Phelps. He does it again.
Braylon Phelps takes the kickoff, starts over on the right side, busts it out to the left side, upfield. Huge return, Braylon Phelps.
90 seconds to go here in the 4th. Hornets with 1 timeout remaining. And it's going to be up to Zay Adolph, the future leader of this team, to try and win the game. Trips to the far side on 1st down and 10. Adolph keeps it himself, rolling out here to the right. Trying to take it downfield himself. Stiff arms one man, forced out of bounds around the 40. And the good thing for him, he gets out of bounds, but the clock will keep rolling here. 1:17. Hornets have got to move. Clock did not stop on the out-of-bounds play for Adolph, so the Hornets losing precious time here. 1 minute to go here in the 4th. Hornets down 5. Adolph on 2nd down and 7. Gets the snap. Looking to throw. Over the middle and nearly intercepted. That's a flag! That is a flag! Conte was tackled on his route.
Wow. Man, we're playing Lake Creek and the referees, apparently.
And it's 3rd down and 7 for the Hornets at the 41.
Well, that's just terrible. Man.
Nice thing for the Hornets there. The clock does stop with 53 seconds. Down 5. 3rd down and 7. Adolph gets the snap. 4-man rush. Lots of time to throw. Throw it at the last second. He's hit as he throws. Looking toward the end zone, and it's intercepted. That's your ball game, ladies and gentlemen. And Lake Creek season will stay alive.
Well, folks, 43 seconds left into the ball game.
1 timeout left, so.
1 timeout left. Ball is picked off in the end zone, and it is now Lake Creek's football.
You know, Brian, there's just sometimes it wasn't your night.
Well, you know, you're right, but you know what? You're right.
Lake Creek will run 1 play here. Well, they'll take the knee. Hornets won't even call the timeout. And so with this, Huntsville is going to fall to 3-2 in district play. Lake Creek is now 2-3. 30 seconds left. Lake Creek doesn't even need to run another knee down, but Lake Creek's going to be 2-3, and their playoff hopes are still alive. And pending the result of Nederland and P&G, that may decide right there who's going to be the district champion. With that one right there.
I'll be pleased to never see this refereeing crew again.
Never. 5 seconds left, and, well, that'll be your ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Lake Creek wins 29-24 over your Huntsville Hornets tonight here in Montgomery. Lake Creek season still alive here this evening. We'll step aside and take a break. The AB Squared Self-Storage Facility post-game wrap-up is next on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Every hour, every day, thieves steal dreams. Dreams of safety and security. Dreams of business success. Protect your dreams with Century Security. Century Security provides affordable, custom security solutions for home, church, and business. From powerful cameras with cloud video surveillance to modern burglar alarm systems, Century Security protects your dreams so you can sleep. Don't be the next victim. Call the local Century Security team and keep the thieves away. Visit CenturySecurityCO.com. That's SENTRY SecurityCO.com.
Where there's a will, there's a way, as the saying goes. But where there's no will, there's absolutely no way your last wishes will be known. You need to get serious about your estate and call Sam Moak at Moak & Moak to get your estate, will, and other documents updated now. Without a will and proper estate plan, the government decides with probate. You've put it off long enough. Sam A. Moak's practices focus on estate planning, probate, elder law, real estate, and transactional law. Practical wisdom, trusted advice, and personal service. Moak & Moak, attorneys at law.
Your brand is your business. Shop local with Advantage Specialties, where you will get service with a personal touch. Hello, I'm Stephanie Pitts, owner and operator of Advantage Specialties. Advantage Specialties offers screen printing and embroidery on site. Let Advantage Specialties get you ready for your next event with cups, apparel, caps, pins, and everything else you could need. Go to AdvantageSpecialties.com or call our team at 936-291-3222 to start that order now. Sting 'em Hornets!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Your final, Lake Creek 29, Huntsville 24. Houston Hardcastle standing by with head coach Rodney Southern. Houston, over to you.
All right, Coach. Obviously just a tough loss here tonight. Just give us your overall thoughts on the game and what you saw tonight.
Well, I thought it was a good football game. We didn't make enough plays, obviously, in the second half. Their quarterback made probably 2 more plays than we made, and that was the difference in the game. They're a talented offense, and we knew that coming in. We get banged up a little bit, but we just got to see what we can do and how we do once we know how everybody is.
Coach, 4th and 10 down here. Just talk about the decision to go for it there on 4th down instead of taking the field goal.
Well, it was, with a new quarterback in there, we wanted to give Zay the opportunity with his legs. And Caleb had missed one earlier, so we didn't want to risk that again. So that was the decision at that point, and we were 1.5 yards short.
All right, Coach, final question here for you tonight. Just talk about the preparation and mindset that you guys are going to go have into next week against Nederland.
Well, the big deal, obviously, I think they beat P&G, somebody said, and we got to see what status our quarterback is, or both quarterbacks are, before we can kind of make those plans, but we'll start on it in the morning.
Appreciate it, Coach. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Houston, down there on the sidelines for us tonight. Just a heartbreaking, heart-wrenching loss for the Hornets tonight, 29-24. Lake Creek keeps their season afloat. They are now 2-3 in district play, and now 1 game behind the Hornets for that 4th and final spot, and that makes next week against Nederland the all and more important match of the Hornets. That one they need to win to clinch a spot in the post, to help, at least in their efforts to clinch a spot in the postseason. As we welcome you back inside of the Frank's Taco Station stands here tonight, the bleachers tonight, in the AB Squared Self-Storage Facility post-game wrap-up. Brian, just break this one down.
Oh, man, just a hugely disappointing loss. Lake Creek's a good football team, a great offense, and defense was not so stellar for them, but their offense was really good. I think ultimately you heard Rodney Southern say it, they made a couple plays more than we did, and that is just something that's unfortunate. It happened tonight, and when you're playing at a visitor stadium, you cannot expect any assistance whatsoever, so don't even count on it, don't worry about it. But they got no favors from the referees tonight. There were some calls, blatant calls that blows my mind.
Well,
that weren't called.
And listen, folks. For those of you still tuning in, I do want to stress this. I mean, we know that this is ultimately a game of football at the end of the day, and these referees are human. They are human at the end of the day. We understand that, but they are trained in every certain situation in football, and you see it at every level, from high school. You see it at Pee Wee, college, any level of college, the NFL. And you, who are on the video stream tonight, saw some of the most egregious no calls or calls that we've seen in our 3 years together here.
Yeah.
So, yes, are they human? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, your job out there is to call the game right down the middle. I don't think that was executed tonight.
I don't really think so either, And unfortunately, with Austin Taylor coming out with possibly an ankle injury, change the dynamic of the game. You know, we know how talented Zay Adolph is, but when you thrust him in the situation like he was in, you know, he's a very young kid and doesn't have a lot of experience, super talented. I mean, he has got talent galore. But that was just a tough situation all around, and just my heart breaks for these kids.
Absolutely. And at the end of the day, that's what we're here for, is these kids. And your heart goes out to Austin Taylor. I mean, this is his senior year. This is his last go at it. So you got to look at the future tonight in Zay Adolph, and I think it's a very bright future at that. I mean, you can't really look at that last play there on that interception. You really can't look at that. Kid's trying to make a play. He had 3 receivers down there, just unfortunately didn't go their direction. So you can't fault the young man for that. So, I mean, your hat's off to this team. Your hat's off to Lake Creek. They took and rolled with the changes that happened in that ball game, and they capitalized on it. And that's what is going to keep their season afloat here tonight.
You know, there's another thing that a lot of this, you know, could have easily been a Hornet victory. A lot of self-inflicted wounds. For example, dropped passes. There must have been at least 5 critical dropped passes right in the hands that were not completed. The penalties, you know, that kind of stuff, you know, if the Hornets can figure out a way to clean that up, they wouldn't be beaten. Nonetheless, Lake Creek comes out on top tonight. Tough loss for the Hornets.
We'll take a break here on the AB Squared Self-Storage Facility post-game wrap-up, as we're going to be having to get out of here really quick. We'll have your Bill Fick Ford players of the game when we come back here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Academy is open and ready to show you how it is the perfect fit for you and your child. Conveniently located across from West Hill Mall at 1157 Veterans Memorial Parkway. Tomorrow's Promise is proud to serve Walker County for over 25 years with high-quality education and child care. Allow your child to grow with the Montessori method. To learn more about Montessori or tour today, please call us at 936-435-0303. Education you can trust.
Nelson Amaya's Collision has been proudly serving Walker County since 1999. Within walking distance from Sam Houston State University, they pride themselves in offering their services to you for your students to get their vehicle back to pre-loss condition and back on the road. Come see Nelson Amaya's Collision off Sycamore Avenue for all your automotive paint and body needs. That's Nelson Amaya's Collision, a proud supporter of Hornet football. Call them at 936-439-4545.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. Carlos Zimmermann here alongside Brian Adams. Tough one tonight for the Hornets, but we do still have some Bill Fick Ford players of the game that we want to get to here. And for your offensive player of the game, I'll give it to Trayshawn Brown. He played an excellent, big breakout game for him tonight after a couple of stagnant weeks. 2 big touchdowns early for the Hornets, obvious choice for offense. And for the defense tonight, some major plays, really a lot of big playmakers, but I'm going to give it to Shiloh Jones. Made some excellent plays on defense, at least giving the Hornets a chance on defense to try and make some more plays down the stretch. I mean, that's what a leader of a defense does.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Trayshawn Brown, I mean, what an incredible running night he had, especially in the first half. And you're right, Shiloh Jones defensively, the Mike linebacker, just had a whale of a ball game tonight and did everything he could to give the Hornets, you know, get the ball back into the offensive hands, but well-deserved for both of those guys.
Absolutely. Well-deserved for both of those gentlemen right there. Those are your Bill Fick Ford players of the ball game tonight. We'll step aside and take one more break here on the AB Squared Self-Storage Facility post-game wrap-up. We'll get you ready for Nederland coming up next week when we come back, as we got to get out of here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Proud supporter of Huntsville High School, Danny Doherty State Farm in Huntsville covers all your business, auto, home, life, and renter's insurance needs. Call or stop by the office and get a quote today. They will find the right policy to fit your needs. Call Danny Doherty State Farm Insurance at 936-295-2067. That's 936-295-2067. Or visit them at 2914 Montgomery Road in Huntsville.
Hi folks, Clint Mack here with Wiesner Buick GMC in Huntsville, and with football come winning, and here at Wiesner Buick GMC we have the winning deals you deserve and the inventory to match. Take up to $11,000 off select Sierra trucks in stock. We have the all-new electric Hummer and Hummer trucks. If you're tired of paying those high prices for fuel, want something smaller, come check out the Buick Encore GX and Invista. Interest rates as low as 0.9% and rebates up to $8,000 on select vehicles. Come to Wiesner Buick GMC in Huntsville for the best selection, or online at WiesnerHuntsville.com and see why we are home of the bottom line.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. We got to get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. So this is our last segment of the AB Squared Self-Storage Facility post-game wrap-up. Brian, a tough loss tonight for the Hornets, 29-24 against Lake Creek. Lake Creek keeps their season alive, but for the Hornets, not all hope is lost. A playoff berth is still within reach. A win against Nederland next week gets them one step further to that. Just how do they get it done next week? With a lot of question marks going into it.
Well, yeah, this tonight has thrown the wrench in all kinds of plans. But you know what? Rodney said it best. They're going to be looking at the film in the morning. They're going to evaluate Austin Taylor, see where he's at. They're going to come back, and they're going to be ready for Nederland next week. It's going to be a shootout next Friday.
It's going to be a very good ball game next week down in Nederland. A 2.5-hour drive, so if you can make it down there, ladies and gentlemen, let's pack out the visitor side. We'll be on the visitor side with you, just in a press box this time. But come on by and see us next week. It's going to be a good one. Kickoff at 7 o'clock, pregame at 6:15 p.m. We hope to have you join us for that ball game coming up next week. Myself, Brian Adams, and Houston Hardcastle, we will have the call there from Nederland. Should be a good one. Brian, final thoughts before we say goodbye.
The Hornets will bounce back. They'll go over it again tomorrow. They'll get treatment, weight room, and run. And Monday they'll be ready to start working on Nederland's defense and offense. And, man, it'll be a heck of a game Friday night. Please come out. If you can't come out, please listen to Carlos and I. Love to have you.
Absolutely. Well, folks, we got to get out of here, ladies and gentlemen, as we have to depart here from Montgomery and pack up and head on home. Again, join us next week, 7 o'clock kickoff, 6:15 p.m. pregame, Huntsville versus the Nederland Bulldogs. Congratulations to Nederland. Their win over P&G tonight has secured them a district title. So congratulations to the Nederland Bulldogs. It's going to be a good ball game coming up next week, and we hope to have you join us in person down there in Nederland. If you can't, join us for the broadcast right here on KSAM. Again, this broadcast has been copyrighted under private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any other descriptions or accounts of the game without the express written consent of 101.7 KSAM and Huntsville High School Athletics is strictly prohibited. On behalf of Brian Adams, Justin Hardcastle, our producer here, Michael Cedillo, our camera operator, Houston Hardcastle, and Stacy Brown running the dials back at the station. My name's Carlos Zimmermann. Again, thank you for joining us. Huntsville falls tonight, though, 29-24 against the Lake Creek Lions. And as always, friends, on the count of three, my friend, 1, 2, 3, sting 'em, Hornets. Good night, God bless, and so long. Here from Montgomery ISD Stadium in Montgomery. And as always, friends, have a pleasant tomorrow.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com. AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
This has been the AD Squared Self-Storage Hornets High School Football Postgame Show.
Man, I loved playing high school sports growing up. And it's fun being a fan now, don't get me wrong, but sitting in the stands feels like I'm missing out on all the action, you know? I wanted to get back in the game. So